And welcome back to episode 190 of the Hit the Showers podcast, presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I am your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings, here with my point man and co-host, Malcolm Go Home Roger Head Ass.
I was waiting on it. I was waiting for the acknowledgement. I've been waiting this whole time for the acknowledgement. Yeah,
that's my guy.
I was gonna say, tell him Jalen Green ain't got shit on me.
Mm-hmm. We got my guy Q McLeod in the building. What's happening?
You know what it is, you know.
That's another one. Hold on, let me check something right first.
I gotta give it to you though. That was a good one. You've been 0 for 20 for the past couple. Like, I'm actually proud of my guy. Like, he finally got like that one home run, you know.
Damn.
Listen,
it'd
be hard to freestyle these goddamn. I need to start preparing them beforehand.
Well, and I forgot that we've been doing this now for damn near almost 3 years.
All right, so you know, you touch on so much, you gotta be original.
Hey, on some Lil Wayne shit.
You know, gotta be original in this bitch. But you
where y'all want to start at? Oh, the draft just happened.
Yeah, I feel like it only be right to start with the draft.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what is crazy? Just to run down the top 5 real quick, because it was exactly how
you projected.
I didn't project them. I think it was CBS Sports that was who we ran down last week. The only difference was they had Jarris Walker out of Houston going 5th, and it was actually Amen Thompson's brother Asar. So they went back to back. That's good look though.
Oh yeah, that was what's up. That's what they were talking about.
Supposed to happen. The overtime elite twins.
It's the first time I think they said that's ever happened in the draft where twins went back to back. I want to say.
Yeah, and that's crazy too. At 4 and 5,
top 10, right?
And 4 and 5.
That's insane, bro. That I would be soaked as a parent.
Oh, you know, they're getting that bread because they had that. I mean, we know that lottery picks usually get the higher contracts, and lottery pick stops at 15. But because they're in the top 5,
right,
their contracts.
You know what kind of bragging rights? Like I said, is their parent? My kids, what? Top 10, both from top 5. This one top 5,
right?
Twins. What? Say something, huh? Yeah, one do that. Well, I had 2.
Well, you know, it's big bragging rights, right?
Big bragging rights.
Because you got fucking Wimbayana, Brandon Miller, and Scoop, who they knew was 1, 2, 3.
Right. You already knew.
Them niggas went 4, 5.
Right.
Like,
right.
If y'all niggas wasn't here, I'll be high.
And the fact that you got it, you was in the overtime league.
Yeah, what's that? Explain. I haven't heard of that.
So
they play with overtime elite.
Right. So
right, yeah.
So basically, there are certain leagues that the NBA will acknowledge outside of the G League. You know, like, so it's basically like, so if you're going to accept cats from like the Euro leagues and the France leagues and all that, you can't ignore the same ones who chose to do that outside of your G League.
Right.
So essentially, they're the first that I know of to really go that high out of a league other than the G League. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
He's stupid. You dumb, man.
You made my day with that, boy. I'm still laughing. I ain't gonna lie. We're talking this shit, but in my mind, I'm still laughing at the shit you said. I ain't gonna lie.
And for the audio listeners, he held a picture up what's his name?
Roger from
Young Marcus Houston.
Young Marcus Houston from Sister played as Roger.
Go on, Malcolm.
Oh shit!
I'm sorry.
That is funny. That is funny.
It was. That was like, listen. I told you I was one of your top 3, top something for sure.
But yeah, I mean, they gonna have good contracts and where they went. So Amen went to the Rockets, and then Asar went to the Pistons. So either way, you getting love. You feel me? I actually think that's the perfect addition to Houston.
It's a perfect addition to both.
I would, yeah, especially since you got rid of Sadiq Bey to Atlanta. You need somebody to replace him. Man.
And everybody else growing.
Right. Now if you can have a healthy K, really even if, and I hate to say, I'll say Lord forbid, you know, something else happened to him this year. Like, hopefully we have a healthy season out of him. But even if he's not, with Jaden Ivey at the 1, you can move him to the 2. Well, I guess you still like Killian Hayes a bit, too. So he had to stay at the 4 or the 3 regardless. But he got him listed as a guard / forward, 6'7", 205.
I believe with Ivy, 6-man might be his spot to start off with.
That's interesting. I mean, he ain't have a bad season.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But the makeup of their squad, if they're healthy, that's what I'm looking at. All you got to do is worry about having your solid wings. I'm bringing him off the bench. He got that spark, that spunk.
That's a lot of talent to be bringing off the bench, though, is my only concern. He averaged last year on his rookie year, he averaged 16.3 points, 41.6 shooting, 3.9 rebounds, 5.2 assists. And he played in 74 games.
I don't know. That's where, but Detroit has a void to fill. At the end of the day, you still got to have solid veterans. Veterans that can start and that can actually produce.
Well,
and
while I do definitely agree, I didn't mean to I didn't agree. I was just about to add to your point that they were saying that if Draymond Green doesn't return to the Warriors, that's one of the spots that have been like pushing for him heavy, and he from Michigan, so.
And I know it, and they got money.
Listen, but he might be asking for too much.
They still got money. You got to think about it. Young team, everybody's still on rookie contracts for the most part.
But he asking for over $100 million.
He worth it.
Draymond Green.
I mean, you know.
I mean, it depends on how many years, I'll say, for that $100 million.
Because, let me pull it back up. Because, again,
when I look at his makeup as a whole, what he bringing?
I can see $100 million for 4 years. I'm not giving you $100 million for 3.
Yeah.
Draymond Green. I mean, okay, so he's only 33.
I mean, 3 years. And you gotta have some good talk game in there. But
I'd give him a 4-year contract.
Yeah.
And wait, now that's 37. No. 3 years. Three. Maybe,
but 3 won't get you over $100 million, in my opinion. I'm not giving you $33.3 million a year to average 8.5 points in 6.8 assists. That's not happening.
But 3 with a guaranteed plus incentives, you could work that out. You see what I'm saying? Like decent base, right? And then I'm sure put it in.
If he'd accept, but this is the whole point of this was, you know, in Golden State, he had gotten passed on all those times so they could really pay Steph and Clay. So now he like, now it's my time. My time is up. But my whole thing is, you may be worth that. I won't even argue you are worth that $100 million in Golden State. But anywhere else, I don't know if I can give you $100 million for no 3-year contract.
To me, it's all about what you guarantee. Like, I guarantee you this, but if you do this, this, and that, you can potentially get this.
The question is, would he accept? Because they, like he said, the motherfucker, he talking about over 100.
He would. If
that's a Golden State number. That's not trying to join up with LeBron or trying to go somewhere else number for real like that.
I wouldn't say so because, once again, Detroit is a team that got the money to spend.
No, they definitely do.
So you know what I mean?
They're
You
at
know,
the top.
they'll be working to the cause by trying to sell it to him. They visualizing that shit they sell. They might
Yeah,
talk
they're at
they
the
stuff
top with the
into it.
most space. Detroit.
Yeah. I mean, you can snag him and still got a chance to grab a couple of veterans, and then you still got the vet man out there.
You are correct. And my whole reason, like, don't get me wrong, because you know I've advocated in Draymond in the past. I just feel like you developed that chemistry in Golden State,
Yeah.
playing with Steph and playing with Clay. But I don't know that those stats translate somewhere else with a bunch of young cats around you that's going to miss some shots that Steph and Clay might have made. Now, does that mean your stats go down? And let's keep it a buck. They're already at a point that they can't go down any further.
They got to pick it up on the defensive end. That's where they lost a lot of games.
I agree with you there, and I don't have no trust in Wiseman. I have no trust in Wiseman.
A friendly facing Draymond.
That could help. I'm not going.
Because Draymond was still in the facilities when he was going through his rehab and shit.
Don't get me wrong, I like Beef Stewart. I like Stewart, but
Yep.
he had issues with injury.
Yes, he does.
And then we know Wiseman has issues with injury. So even if Draymond miraculously makes his way over to Detroit, are we going to run into a situation where he again has to play the 5 because y'all are out 2 of them?
What makes y'all think Detroit?
Well, that's what they were saying. They were saying if Draymond doesn't elect or they don't come to an agreement, that's one of the destinations that's been, in talks with him.
Yeah. I mean, with any player, there's going to be them questions. It's up to you to answer once the decision is made.
I mean, I agree. I agree with that 1,000%. I'm just leaning. I don't think he gets more than 85. Now, that could be, just like we talked about, the flat line contract.
If you can see the vision, give it an opportunity.
And I could definitely.
I feel like if you
what was you saying?
No, I was just gonna say. I feel like if you got a solid squad, and they're young guys, all of them,
right?
Young as hell,
right?
And you got the bread to spend. You got to make money you got to spend money to make it.
I mean, I definitely agree. I just don't know if that's the guy.
Talking about there's an overall effect behind it. You're gonna be a playoff team no matter what because of it.
No, I think that definitely puts them in at least that low play-in spot where they're playing to play for a playoff spot. I said that they're only a few years away, Houston and Detroit.
Yeah, I put them at 7 or 8. To
this
where you
year coming up.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
To where I feel like I'm having my moment because Cade was one of my guys coming out.
Love Cade.
You know what I mean?
And he was killing shit till he went out.
They stay healthy. It's over with, man. They will be able to control their destiny as far as getting in the playoffs. I'll put it that way. Whether it's 7 or 8 seed, you're in the play-in. All you got to do is win one, and you're in.
And for anybody that just popped in, that is with the assumption that, not even an assumption, with the scenario of Draymond going to Detroit.
Yeah.
But I understand it's about the best available. And not to go away from the draft right now, but the top players available are James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Chris Middleton, and Draymond Green. But they believe Middleton and Green will re-sign. But they have teams that are interested in both. I can't remember who they said was looking to get Middleton. Who was it? That's gonna bother me. But either way, they said even if they, you know, the talks that they have and like they're willing to give offers, but they said they don't think that offer is going to mean anything but driving up the price for Milwaukee.
Yeah.
But at the same time, maybe Middleton sees the writing on the wall. I mean, you are the next man to Antetokounmpo, and he's very clearly getting frustrated himself.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time ever in his career that he's talked about being willing to get traded. And we remember his talks back in the day, he's a buck for life. He was screaming that shit.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you frustrated. So if I'm Chris Middleton and I'm like, shit, if Antetokounmpo go.
That's the only way you keep Middleton all those years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
Well, man, it's the same thing with Dame and CJ. Dame didn't leave and CJ left. Not everybody leaves is what I'm saying.
Well, nah, I mean, it ain't even about leaving. It's just about if you see. So, if it's a nigga that I know that's loyal to a fault, and then all of a sudden you get shaky on me, that means in my mind your decision's already made up. Because you was screaming that shit, wasn't you? You was bucks till you die type shit. And then now all of a sudden you willing to think about getting traded. That seems to me like a smart player would say, oh, the writing's on the wall. We might got him for one more year.
Yeah, but I mean, that's no different than when, like, I told you when LeBron got upset after he lost, he said, I don't know about the Lakers or basketball no more. Don't mean nothing. Niggas be talking all the time. Niggas are emotional.
I mean,
you know what I mean? Niggas do that all the time.
I think you added in the Lakers, but the basketball for sure.
No, he said basketball, but they asked about him returning to the Lakers. He said he wasn't sure if he wanted to return to that team. He said that they wasn't sure. He wasn't sure. He's supposedly still not sure. He hasn't said nothing. But again, I didn't take that to heart. I mean, I kind of did, but he's just talking, just emotions.
Man.
Niggas do that all the time, bro. All the time.
Hey, look. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five. LeBron be talking shit all the time, man.
Yeah, he always do. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, people do that shit all the time. Giannis, like, man.
I mean, but niggas like that, I definitely especially a LeBron type, right? Because he has his hands in everything.
Right.
So, motherfuckers like that, I don't doubt that you don't just say shit to throw people off the real scent. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is just publicity.
Right.
We know LeBron's not quitting because we know LeBron is literally this close from playing with his son.
Well, I don't know. The rumor is that the way it's looking, if Bronny were to get drafted this time next year, he's projected to go 17th to the Atlanta Hawks. I don't think LeBron would be able to make that move if that's where he ended up. But he might not, of course.
Nah, that wouldn't be. He wouldn't be able to pull that off just for the simple fact that they did what they did to get DeJounte.
Mm-hmm.
I think if it was that situation, however it's projected, LeBron's deal with that organization would be to trade to that spot.
Yeah, but I think that goes back to the whole.
Go get that Nick.
What's up, Aaron? Remember what happened originally with Joe Tsai and KD? Now we know KD eventually, got traded, but remember the kind of the stalemate for a while. They were like, "No, we ain't finna get this up unless we get the whole house." I think that's the problem with LeBron. Like the Lakers or any team LeBron would be on, right? They want the whole house. Like,
but didn't he work his deal out to where he would be a free agent the year Bronny comes in?
Well, he has a player option now or something, doesn't he? That's what I'm saying. I think his contract's up like as we speak.
But then you can still you still sign a 2-year deal, 1-year player option.
So I think he has a player.
I would decide. LeBron's infamous for the ones. I give him a one just to see if Bronny comes out hot. Where does he come out to? And then I'm on my way. But I give y'all one until he's out.
I believe the last contract before he signed this one
was a
when
1 year.
They were in the bubble. It was a 2-year, 1-year player option.
Oh no, it says It says last August, James agreed to a massive 2-year, $97 million contract.
So this would be his last year, and he would be a free agent the year Bronny comes out.
Right.
I knew he set it up that way.
Right.
Hey, so how y'all doing, by the way? Good evening.
What up, though?
Good evening, my brother.
You know what I'm saying? Do y'all think Bronny's going to flourish in college? Do you think he's actually going to be a lottery or a top 30 first round pick?
I do think top 30 for sure.
I think Bronny fucked himself, and Cliff and I talked about this off the podcast a while back. He followed that young boy Isaiah Collier.
Yeah, that's the only downfall.
They play the same position, and so they got him going fourth in the projected draft.
So to recap the conversation, if you got a nigga like Isaiah Collier who's very ball dominant, what that does is that doesn't give NBA scouts a chance to see you at your true position, and then they look to pass on you. Like, we didn't see him at point in college, so I don't know if we're as interested in Bronny as we would have been. So I kind of feel like he fucked himself going to USC. Behind him, only thing that could save him is if he really showed you that dog in him and took little homie's spot. Well, I'm not here to play nice with you. I'm here to take your spot. And I don't think Bronny Jr. is that kind of nigga.
What up, CT? That's what he's gonna have. That's what Bronny would have to do. Right. Because I feel like if I'm playing with LeBron James' son, I'm gonna try to show out. I don't have a choice, bro. Your dad's LeBron James. He's gonna be part of the fucking school, all the festive. Like,
first
it's
of
not
all,
really a.
There's gonna be a lot of hate. There's gonna be a lot of same team hate.
No, it definitely will. But here's the issue. Here's the thing that I have, right, is Isaiah Collier, even in that McDonald's
All-American game, he didn't play the best to me.
No, and he keeps the ball in his hand too long. And USC is pretty strict in basketball. They're tighter in basketball than they are in football. And I could see him dribbling his way to the bench for Bronny to get some shine.
Or injury, one of the two.
But injury you can't really count on. I just don't. I think it'll be more split than my immediate assumption. Like, my immediate assumption is he's pushed to the 2.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
For most of the season. But it may be more split than that.
Which he does have the skills and size to play.
Definitely. But nobody has. I mean, you can tell he got his dad's vision. His vision might even be better than his dad's.
It to me, yeah.
Bronny's vision may be better than his dad's.
I mean,
better than LeBron?
Yes.
We have to rephrase that. It might be better.
God.
I got you, CT. I got you. He
didn't say talent, so don't get your panties in the
It might be better than LeBron at that age.
But that's what you can compare. What? You have to compare to that. And what do you mean?
You have to.
First of all, let's keep it a buck. Wait. Let's keep it a buck here. Bronny is the point. Bron was not.
Right.
Bron played in an Ohio circuit. Bronny played in California. Bronny's stats are still higher assist-wise than Bron's were back in high school, and mostly because he is the point. And he's playing in a tougher...
I gotta look at
Bronny has more tools at this age than LeBron had.
Definitely.
As far as resources. Like,
you can put a high school team together now. Bron played with what he had. Like,
right.
Agreed. But he also played with what he had in Ohio. And I'm not trying to hate on where I'm from, but I'm saying there's not a comparison to an Ohio in California.
Yeah, they could play
the leagues that they're playing. It's not a comparison.
LeBron made them nationally ranked. They was flying. They wasn't just playing in Ohio. They wasn't playing Ohio team.
No, you're right. You are right. You are right there. But I'm saying just the regular season, like we saw when Bronny was in high school, he was losing a lot. He lost the Gabe Cup in them. He lost a whole bunch of different teams because that's a tough division. That's a tough area.
We didn't see Bron lose a lot in high school. We didn't see a lot of losses.
Right, because Bron played in Ohio. Now, once he ventured out and, he
It might have
got...
been tougher in the Midwest to play.
I don't think so.
Nah, no.
What?
Nobody got no fuck. Don't nobody give a fuck about a Mr. Ohio. Everybody clamoring, biting their nails to see who Mr. California is.
Indiana.
Everybody wants to know who gets the Mr. California. Even the motherfuckers on the East Coast is like, what basketball player got Mr. California?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think the
I
California
do,
ball. No.
As far as now, that's what it's came to.
Now
do.
maybe because everybody want to live out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but back then I don't. No, it was the Midwest was where the ball was.
You got to think, LeBron's second best player was his homeboy, the little short point guard. Who what? He get a little low grade scholarship? What was that too? Where
His
did he
dad was
go?
the basketball coach, though. That's why. Little dude's dad was the basketball. I said little dude.
But that's what I'm saying. And they made it to what, states?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And that was.
right?
Did they win it too?
They won 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they
3 out of
did win
4.
it because that was the first documentary that he came out with.
Remember, they just dropped one too about that story.
Right, I didn't see that one yet.
I didn't watch it either.
Yeah. It looked too weird.
But I think they did win. But just the fact that you got Cuz the second on your squad in one state says something because
Ooh, 3 state championships.
3 out of 4.
that's what CT said. But you got to think Bronny wasn't even the number 1 on his high school team.
Yeah, we gotta stop comparing him to his dad. I think I'm.
We got to, and you see his passing when he was passing to Roman. Like,
I mean, you
Between
can't
his legs.
compare him to his dad. They're completely different players. It would be different if they played the same position.
Right.
not
You
even
can't-
that.
You can't, but
Not even-
you
not
can't
even
compare
then.
him to his dad. But there are very clearly things that he's shitting on LeBron with.
He's a late
Number
bloomer.
one,
No,
shooting.
he's not.
He said he's a
LeBron's not holding a candle to Bronny shooting.
Did he not start getting ranked to his senior year and stuff? Like, it was late.
No, he was ranked.
Did y'all think he was gonna ever
He was
be-
ranked. No. He was
One more
ranked
good.
very early. Then it dropped. Then he got hurt his junior year and fell down to outside of the 50
I think Carmelo was number 1 at that point. Or
and
close.
came back. Well, I'm talking about Bronny. I'm not talking about Bron.
Bronny too.
Yeah, I was talking about
Bronny.
Bronny. Yeah, Bronny was ranked early. Bronny was ranked coming into high school. I think he was like 13 or 14 in the nation.
I don't even know about that. He
Yeah.
wasn't even starting.
I think that was hype as well. You're going to get a
He
little...
wasn't even starting.
I'm saying you're going to get a little extra push because of Dan LeBron, man.
But to be fair though, CT, Michael Jordan got cut his freshman year in basketball in high school.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
Man. But
I mean, it ain't-
he was a late bloomer.
But
He
it ain't.
was. No, he was.
Exactly.
So let me
I
ask
get it.
you.
Like,
So let me ask you this: you think he would have started in an Ohio team?
Who, Bronny?
huh?
Oh yeah, I
Off
do
the
think
hype.
that.
Any Ohio team, he would have started.
But wait, you talking about high school, Cliff?
He didn't
Yeah.
even win no. Did he win a state
Any.
championship ever?
Cliff, I can crush that. You know I love Trey Burke. You know that. Bronny's better than Trey Burke, I think.
What? And not in
Oh.
high school?
Yeah, no, I think even in high school.
Walnut Ridge,
Oh
he was
my
going
God.
nuts. Walnut
I
Ridge,
mean, I
Trey
didn't
was
see him
going
in high
nuts.
school, but I mean,
Oh shit!
Oh my God.
He went to Ridge, didn't
crazy.
he?
Trey
No,
Burke was one.
no, Cliff, he went to Northland. He went to Northland.
Him and Jared
And then
Summer.
Jared went to Northland.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because the
Yeah.
only reason why I assume Ridge is because he went to the Barnett Rec is where he used to play at, which is
CT,
the
I can say that
Ridge
because
high
I can
school.
say that because Cliff know I met him, so I can say that shit.
I don't like give a
Hey.
fuck.
Yeah, Trey Burke. Okay.
I mean,
that's
shout the
all right.
homie for sure. But I'm saying like,
My little sister used to hang out with him. Does that count?
I'm saying,
Does that count?
shit.
I mean, y'all niggas are from Columbus. Last time I checked, my birth certificate don't say Columbus, so it's a little different for me.
That was
You hear me, CT?
Media
We ain't
era,
even from these places we meet motherfuckers at. So it's a little different for me, if I have to say.
No, I guess so.
You hear me? Aaron be
I
forgetting
can't believe y'all
I'm not
giving Bronny
I'm
this
not Columbus
much
boy like
credit,
y'all,
though.
dog. I'm from somewhere else, G.
You don't meet a lot of
road. I'm from up the road.
Yeah, nah, but Bronny starts anywhere in Ohio. That's what I'm saying. California is a different. That's a different beast.
Like two or three name brand private schools that people actually look into. Everybody else is kind of basic.
Right. Everybody else, you play. If you good, you play, and you starting.
Man, the passing better than his dad, though. I can't believe that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's
kind
hands
of hard
down.
to say.
I think the passing is. I think the shot is.
They was calling this man Magic Johnson. Y'all crazy.
And I think a lot of that comes from size.
He was always been a passer. He said it his whole life.
Right, but I think a lot of it comes from the size, which is why he got that Magic, comparison, because he was big, he was fast, he could dribble, he could pass, he did all that. But now we're looking at a son of his who is a legit 6'3" 1. That's what he does. He passes and he shoots. Those are the two top things that he does. Play D. They say he's like the number 1 defensive point guard, and he passes and shoots.
That's that, yeah.
No, I agree with you there. I do think he would be a two-way whatever in his archetype in 2K type shit. But I think that his passing is his second. Third be shooting.
I don't see him as no passer. I ain't seen no highlights of him just passing. Like,
you look at any Bronny highlight tape in the first half is just passes. It always starts with a pregame dunk, and it goes to passing.
Oh my God, how did he get that over there to that? Bron got that. Like, Bronny don't got that.
I don't know. I just think that's because you listen. You got a 20-year.
Bronny had to get to the league and figure out how to even throw them alley oops.
You got a 20-year catalog to pull from. You feel what I'm saying?
Even from high school.
You got a whole 20-year catalog. No, because like I said, high school, the stats don't lie.
Man. They do.
I forgot they got DJ Rodman on that team now. He just transferred.
Dennis Rodman's son. He a dog too. He a dog too.
They got somebody named Kobe Johnson.
I don't know who that is.
Talking about USC?
Yeah, I'm looking at their roster for next year. They got a guy that's 7'1" that plays the power forward.
African dude.
I guess his last name.
Yeah, it's the African dude. I can't.
Number 24. This has to be him. I'm looking at.
He's the African. I know you talking about.
God damn.
Yeah, they team is stacked. I mean, I understand why he chose it, but it's like if you was thinking business minded, because everybody's questioning how good you really are. You go to the squad where you got to carry that team. That's where you go.
Well, I mean, on his squad, there's 5 guards coming into this season, and only him and Isaiah are freshmen, and then they got a sophomore, and the rest of them are seniors. So, I mean, got a shot. He's got a shot to play.
He's gonna play.
He's gonna play.
He's gonna play.
I should say, like, start. Like, he's got a shot. I think he does have a shot.
I'm pretty sure he starts. It's just at what position. Because that's the thing. If everybody got hyped for you to be a point guard and then you're pushed to that 2-guard position, now me as a GM, I gotta say, well, we can't get him at the point. I didn't see it. I didn't get to see it in college, so we can't get that. Now I have to reevaluate as a 2 and hope I can move you to that eventually.
Well, they did
How do you know he won't ever get the point though?
They did that with Russell Westbrook. Man, he was a 2 in college. And they kind of forced him into that 1 role in OKC, and he kind of just got used to it and got better at it over time.
Because there's different variables. Like, he could end up transferring, right?
Yeah, I guess you are right there.
He could end up starting just off of people graduating, natural things happen. You know what I mean?
Transferring.
A lot of
that means he stayed more than 1 year.
That's what I mean. Yeah, he didn't transfer.
I don't think he's going to have a year good enough to come out the way that
in this day and age, you don't even have to.
Right. Like, if he, God forbid, but if he
see D-Book, what was D-Book doing when he was at Kentucky? 6-man. Like, he was still drafted for, like, 13th. Like,
if he pulls,
even if at Kentucky,
even if
I'm listening
Each
to you.
man.
He was balling at Kentucky though. What you mean?
But I'm just saying you don't have to come out. You don't have to start.
Oh no, yeah, no. Facts. No, you don't got to start.
Even
but
if he pulls, God forbid, a Kyrie / Darius Garland and only plays in the
Simmons.
first 7-8 games out of the season, he's still gonna go.
Don't want to play in the NIT. Ben Simmons.
And he's still gonna go first. I promise
still
you that.
first. Yeah.
I promise you
Right.
that. Even if he only gets 7 games under his belt and ends up having to go out, he's still gonna go first.
I don't know about that nowadays first, but he'll go somewhere.
He's gonna go first, just like Kyrie went
You think he's going
1.
first?
Just like
Even if he don't
Kyrie
get
went
hurt, I don't think he's
1
going first.
and Darius Garland went 7, and Darius Garland only played 8 games.
No, Darius
before-
went fourth.
Nah, he went 7
But you talking about
what
first?
year?
Seven
What year?
for
draft?
Cleveland.
I mean, what year?
22.
He went fourth.
Nah, he didn't go
Okay.
4th.
Seven don't even sound right for
He ain't
DG.
go
Oh,
fourth.
okay.
He went
So the
7.
Why?
2022 NBA draft.
Fourth or fifth.
Draft, shouldn't it?
You said what, Aaron?
Darius Garland should have been 2021, shouldn't it? He been in the league 2
It might be 21.
He was an all-star in 2022.
It might be 21.
I seen him play in Cleveland in 2020.
Yeah,
I think.
because Sexton was what?
Sexton was there, and
19,
Kevin Porter
20.
Jr. was there.
So yeah, it was 21.
So the 21 league. You said Darius Garland. Yeah, it wasn't 21. Cake. I was a year of Cake Cunningham and Josh
So it'd
Giddey.
been 20 then.
2019.
You might be right. It might be 2019. I feel like Darius Garland been in the league 4 years.
It's 20 then. It's 20.
No,
Man,
it's 19.
No, it's 20.
I'll look up
19
20.
is Colin Sexton.
20 was LaMelo, the year of LaMelo and Anthony Edwards and them. Yeah, that don't got no. Yeah, I'm looking up 2019.
That was Garland's year with LaMelo, I think.
I can't remember.
It wasn't even in the top.
No, it was Cam Reddish and Zion. Now it was the year before that.
Yeah.
2019. Darius Garland, number 5.
5.
I said 4 or 5. 7 sound too far.
Yeah, that did sound a little far. Kobe White went 7th. Fun fact to Aaron's Bulls.
I knew it was an odd boy. I just didn't know. I thought it was 7.
Zion and Ja went that year, ironically. 1 and 2. The current 1 and 2 clowns.
Well, I mean, John,
Carolina Clowns.
I wouldn't
Right.
call them clowns.
Clowns, bro.
John just got
I would.
Zion got health problems.
Now, hey,
Looks
CT2
like
must be
Zion got 2 babies on the way.
Hey, man.
And didn't
She tied
this
him
young
on
lady,
stage,
right? I was about, didn't
Clowns,
this young lady,
clowns. That's being nice. Clowns. Both of them.
When she doing that for the public, yeah, you did something.
He on that Blueface shit. He on that Christian Blueface shit.
No, that girl crazy. That girl crazy.
That's Zion. No, look, that's whatever her name is.
No.
Mariah.
Mariah Face.
Listen, you never know.
Yeah, I mean, where were we even going? I forgot where.
You think Bronny?
She
I don't
off
even
to-
think
she
Bronny-
off-
I don't even.
She pretty hot out the block. She could be just as crazy.
I don't even think Bronny going number 1 if he don't get hurt.
I think
No. I didn't. Nobody. No, I don't think he goes number 1 unless he has like a spectacular season.
You talking about first round, though, right?
Yeah, first round. But
Okay,
I don't
first
think he
round.
goes number 1. No. Not
How
by-
much do y'all think that his last name and who he is so likely? Like, what is it? Likeness or likeliness, whatever.
I think it
He's
plays
25%.
both. I think it plays both ways for him.
Yeah,
I think it helps and hurts him.
And
I
think.
think it's done a lot more hurt
You think?
recently. Yeah, I do.
why. But expand, like.
For the same
Why?
reason, like CT said, like I think a lot of people compare the two when the two can't be compared. So
Right.
because they had an expectation of what to think to see from a LeBron offspring, and he's not doing it the way they expected, he plummets.
It fucks up 50% of the damn interview process.
What you mean? Say more.
Look who your damn daddy is. A lot of those questions that they
How
ask
can
you
they
try to
prove
figure
Right,
you
got
out.
something
You
to
already
do.
know the damn answer to.
Right.
You saw your
Yeah,
dad.
you don't even see him in the media like that at all. Bron was always in the media, getting
Hold on,
interviewed
Aaron,
and
what'd you
stuff.
say?
No, I was just going off what Q was saying. Like they're gonna be asking about how his dad felt about his last game, and did your
Right.
dad,
I don't think they're gonna keep asking them the same questions like
what your
that.
dad tell you about pressure and
LeBron was in the media because he was the great white whale, though. Everybody wanted to get a piece of him. Now it's so many, like, it's so many out there now that it's like, we can get him. Oh, we didn't get Bronny, we can get him.
Bron came in with that 2-3-2, so they was trying to compare him with Jordan so fast. So yeah,
Listen.
it ain't really nobody you compare nobody to now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think so. Like the greats, it ain't really nobody. I don't feel like they chasing nobody. Like I feel like Bron was chasing Kobe and Jordan.
I think a lot comes from that due to the evolution of the game as well. It's not played the same, so it's hard to compare players to the greats when it's like they don't play like them.
But I'm just saying, like, they just so friendly and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Banana boat cruise.
That's the evolution of the game too. Motherfuckers wasn't friendly back in the day.
Yeah.
It was damn near gang colors. Don't come around here wearing that shit.
There's really no shots taken to no other players at all, for real. Like, unless it's like Rudy Gobert or somebody. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't. It's a few. I mean, you see certain teams get tech. It just depends on who you are.
You fight your teammate before you fight another player. Like,
Yeah, it do seem like that nowadays.
you
and that's
see in
crazy.
Minnesota, you fight your own teammate. Golden State, you fight your own
But
teammate.
you may not.
Right.
It's like your coworkers.
But you
in
see
real life.
Draymond in the offseason, he with Brian all offseason in Paris and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just so cool. Like, it's crazy.
But I mean, let's keep it a buck as well. Like, not to go deeper than the game, but look at how the generations have passed, and loyalty doesn't seem to be as held to a high.
Value, exactly.
Yeah, it's not the same.
You'll lose to him and team up with him next year.
You see, you
Team
hear
life.
me? And what you say, Q?
I said loyalty is fighting words these days.
It seemed to be.
Bitch, you said you was loyal.
Listen,
Bitch, you knew that you wasn't and I wasn't loyal when we got together. So just shut the fuck up and we just gonna rap.
We work for each other then.
listen. So that's different too. But back to the draft though. Well, Malk is up. So that 18th pick y'all got, that
The Lakers.
I'm
pick?
sure it's Jaime. Y'all's was 17th. Y'all got Jalen Hood, Shafino.
I don't know too much about him, so I can't speak on it.
He was
Yeah, I
decent.
don't either.
Out of Indiana, he was decent.
But
Yeah,
to be
I don't
honest,
like-
I'm not really big on Indiana players. No offense, look at Cody Zeller, look at Victor Oladipo. They were great at Indiana.
Don't do that.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying that,
they're
but the
great
facts
in
are,
Indiana.
bruh, you gotta go with the facts. Quit arguing it. The
Smith.
facts are they was balling the IU. They didn't pan out in the NBA. That's okay, but they didn't, bro. The IU players have not been panning out. in the
I
NBA.
mean, he is 6'6", 217 point guard. And that's
Hey,
the spot y'all need.
DT, I love fucking Roy Hibbert at Georgetown. The fuck he do in the NBA? You hear me? You hear me? Jeff Green's still there. Where Roy at?
Hey, it's
Hey,
hard.
hold on,
It's
hold on,
hard
hold
to beat the great in the East, man. He was.
Zero. I
he was
mean, not
running
to
the
go
beat.
off on a tangent, but 0 points in the playoffs, my nigga. You 7 foot? Fuck. You
That was
know?
probably his All-Star year too. I can't.
I
believe
think
it.
it was low key.
That was the fastest decline ever.
In
And
fall.
that nigga went out
Damn.
like a match.
You hear me?
Can't even defend you, brother.
He went out like a match.
He did. But to your point, Cliff, I mean, Q, was it? Which one of y'all was telling me
That
about him?
style of
One
play
y'all-
changed so fast.
One of y'all told me
That's
about
crazy.
him. Was it you, Q? It
He's
was you.
decent.
I ain't saying that, huh?
About Jalen Hood, Shafino. I asked either you or
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said you don't like him if he has a smooth transition
that's what you said. Hmm.
with the guys y'all have.
It's gonna be nice.
He'll give you a good solid 10 to 15 a night.
I will say this. I do like Rob Pelinka a lot. I think we do have one of the best GMs in the league. I do trust his judgment for the most part. So I'm sure he's decent. Like, he's going to be, I'm sure.
And I like his length. He has length.
Mm-hmm.
That helps y'all out Defense, because you
6'6"
got
point guard's tough.
great guys on your side that knows
Right.
how to steal the ball and knows how to block the ball. So with an extra added young, energetic guy with a little length, you know,
You get the right 6'6" point guard, you may be able to hold Kate Cunningham to low 20s.
Low 20s.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga coming out gunning. He get
They also got
you at
Maxwell
least
Lewis.
24 a night.
hey,
Okay.
Yeah, man. That
I mean,
nigga coming out gunning.
I mean, depending on who
You
he's
so
playing.
big on Cade.
Kate,
Right.
man, he
It
is.
depends on who
something.
he's playing. 'Cause
special.
I think he's all right, but I don't think he's as good as
Cliff's making
making
him.
them out.
Hey.
to be.
Nah,
I don't
he's
think
special.
he-
G, mark my words. That.
But
nigga's
I guess
special.
here's what I'm saying. I kind of find it crazy that you would talk
I don't
about.
think we'll ever see the greatness that you're talking about.
Who?
That's tough. You think? You think he never lives up to it?
No, I don't think so.
I think he already
Hey.
showed you. I think he already showed you in his first year and a half. He has ice water in his veins.
No, but we can't say that because Trae Young did the same thing, and he had a good season this past year. But the year before, we all know Trae Young didn't have the best season, so I can't always go off of that.
Trey ain't got no help though, man.
Right.
He can't use that.
I mean, but how did he not? DeJounte Murray, John Collins, Dennis
You
Schroeder.
got-
Nah, DeJounte Murray fucked up the whole chemistry that they
Yeah,
had
that was-
already had there.
But you can say the
basically-
same thing about your boy that you talk about with Mitchell. I mean, Donovan Mitchell, because you say that all the time. You said they already had the
Oh, they
chemistry.
definitely fucked up.
No, they made
that
him
definitely
better.
But
But
they
that's what I'm
fucked up
saying.
the chemistry. It was a
On-
different team now.
On paper, these teams these teams got better. Adding Donovan Mitchell, adding, whoever Atlanta added, DeJounte Murray. Like, you know what I mean? On paper, it may have not translated like that record wise. I see what you're saying, but on paper, those teams did that to get better in their eyes.
I
That's
mean,
why
They did make the playoffs too. I didn't think they did.
I think it's just a lot of bad decisions that get made. They just traded fucking Marcus Smart to Memphis.
But that's obviously a loss on Boston, but that was intelligent by Memphis.
That was
though.
great. That's a great pick by Memphis.
Right.
But why would that's what I'm saying? Like,
But
motherfuckers.
look who's the GM in Boston.
Danny, fucking, what's the dude's name?
Brad Stevens.
Exactly.
He's the GM.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cliff, why do you think he stopped being the head coach a couple
Danny,
years ago?
Yeah.
I know he stepped down, but I didn't
Yeah.
know he immediately got the GM
Yeah.
spot.
That was-
Yeah, he moved up.
That's why Nate Doku became coach.
He
'cause
moved
became
up.
coach.
Cliff, remember how they
Yeah.
did Bruce Arians?
Nate Doku.
That's what they did to Brad Stevens. They was like, we're going to put you in the top of the house a little bit.
Danny Ainge quit or did whatever.
Danny Ainge went to
Danny Ainge
Utah.
up. Brad Stevens went up and
Yeah,
Brad
Danny Ainge
Stevens made
moved up. Brad Stevens. They said, "Hey, you can't coach, but you know basketball."
Right.
And you-
He can coach.
Man, I ain't gonna get into that discussion. But they coach, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling
He can
Brad.
babysit. He can
babysit.
babysit well.
He can babysit.
I seen what he did with some
well,
other
look, how
teams.
about you do that then? You hit Brad up and you ask him what the fuck was he thinking on that last play? Bam, block. Jason Tatum on. Why the fuck you running?
How is that his fault?
Man, you knew Bam was gonna be there. If you drew the play up, you knew Bam was gonna be there.
He said that was not his fault.
Why would you do that?
Flushing that
You
nonsense.
talking about in the bubble?
Yeah. But why would you do that? Why would you set him up like that? You was not gonna score
Why
that.
would you set him up like that to get like that's a
He wasn't gonna score that bucket, bro. Not on Bam.
9 times out of 10 he's scoring that.
Not on Bam.
And I kind
Yeah.
of see why
Not
Boston.
on Bam.
I
That's
kinda
a
see why.
6'8" nigga with a 50-inch vert.
That's a bad play call. JT.
On
I-
Bam.
not just-
you attacking Bam, bro. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
JT's
Your
not about
play
to body
you draw
slam.
up is to attack Bam, a
Hey.
guy that has been considered in the defensive player of the year conversation.
This ain't Duke. This Kentucky. CT. He ain't about to fuck with no Bam boy. He didn't learn
Come on,
this in
bro.
college, boy. You talk about college.
That's
that nigga
all I'm
was balling
saying.
since college.
Out
That
of
nigga
all
was
the
bodying
options
since
you had,
He ain't been bodying niggas since college. Man,
Jason Tatum ain't no LeBron, bro.
he ain't. That's what people need to stop saying and comparing to. It's Kobe, LeBron. No, he's not. Nope.
He not
He's
there.
JT.
He not there one of
He
them.
JT. That's who he is. JT.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Aaron?
Even didn't Coach K call him soft? He was like, "You the softest nigga ever met."
Was it him or Austin
He was in the
Rivers?
practice, bro.
Him and Austin Rivers got into it, Aaron, back in the day. Coach K. I think Coach K might have.
I don't think they call Austin soft.
I'm about to look up what
I
happened.
would.
They got
He
into it.
was soft.
Or JT.
Winning
I don't know. Austin's always been a little scrappy.
Yeah, but he got into
When
nobody.
he got into the league, he
Coach K.
got scrapped.
Right.
Oh, young Austin was scrappy.
Yeah, I
when
think
he
he
got in
was
the
scrappy
league.
out the gate.
When he got in the league, man, he was all perky and proper and shit.
I don't
Like,
think so.
Yeah, he was. He was all upright and shit, man. Come on.
Especially when he got with his daddy.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
I heard stories about Austin Rivers
He
like
got scrappy in LA.
practice and shit, playing one-on-one with him and shit. And
Matter of fact,
He
did
said
he
what,
show out
Aaron?
his first night?
he used to when his dad was coaching the Celtics, they said Austin used to come to practice and like challenge KG and shit. They used to play one-on-one and shit.
He said he knew he was gonna be tough. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I think they give him some type of credit for being at least gritty. You know what I'm saying?
But him
Right.
in high school, he was nasty. I saw him hoop in high school. He was.
Hey man, everybody looked nice in high school in the NBA. Pat Beverly looked great in high school.
right.
But they all you see where they get to the final destination.
No disrespect to the guy Pat, but
I'm just saying, high school.
You could tell Austin was different though.
But you'll get some NBA
didn't
guys.
they say
averaging 35.
didn't they say Lamar Odom had the best high school highlights ever?
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
6'9", 6'10", whatever the fuck he was. Dribble.
If he would have stayed out that crack, he could have been KD.
Drugs
You
and
think
what-
he was smoking it back in the day?
Man, he done
Had to
said
start
it,
somewhere.
man. We ain't got to talk about that.
But I'm saying though, like he was a factor in some of them championships. Like
Back to backs.
you
Yeah.
think
They
he
said-
was doped up? You think he was off that thunder on the court?
No.
You get that thunder after the parade in your head. Shit.
Had the whole
Yeah.
locker room smelling like cupcakes.
When he linked up with Rob Kardashian, that's what he got.
Yeah, that fucked him up big time. Huh? Let me show you how to.
Let me stop.
Linked up with Rob
Allegedly.
Kardashian.
But back to this draft though. Y'all also got Lakers also got Maxwell Lewis. I'm not familiar with him out of Pepperdine.
6'7".
He'll be in the
6'7", 195, small forward.
G League.
Yeah, that seemed
He
like
probably
a reach.
will get dropped down.
For sure.
And the Lakers are known to do that. But Mark made a good point that it's not a lot of rookies that come out the gate for LA.
At all.
You're not supposed to. I mean, arguably one of the greatest, if not the greatest
I
franchise.
It
mean,
shows
your
it don't-
boy,
it hasn't worked.
your boy
It hasn't
Shafino may have to though,
Nah, we're gonna get a guard this
No.
offseason. We're going to
unless y'all figure something out with Kyrie.
No, we don't. It's not gonna get Kyrie, but we'll get a guard. We'll definitely get a guard. I ain't gonna.
I'm hoping it's Dame, but that's far fetched.
We're gonna get a guard.
Dame said the only place he's interested in going is Miami.
Really?
He did, and he also said he's very upset with the fact that Portland didn't trade that third pick away for veteran assistance.
Paul George.
Which, like I said, I told you he was going to be upset. Scoot Henderson got drafted. We talked about that last week on the prediction episode. I said he's not going to be happy about Scoot Henderson. That puts him back in the C.J. McCollum situation. He doesn't want to do that.
Or worse.
They was doing better with CJ McCollum, wasn't
But so it's gonna be worse than
But
that.
either way, I mean, it just puts you back in that same dynamic.
it?
Or
You feel what I'm
it's
saying?
gonna be- I feel like Scoot do more than what Dame do than CJ.
Yeah, Scoot
so
definitely does more than Dame or than
That's the
CJ.
benefit of that league, though. Them NBA elite and G leagues and all them other leagues. That's like people who are like, look, fuck what's up, NCAA and shit. I'm going straight to semi-pro, or I'm going overseas at 16, and I'm getting real development around real players, because it's not just kids in those leagues. There's 25, 26, 28-year-old men in that league. So you're playing against grown men.
All right.
That's the game. Everybody's good. Everybody was a dog in high school or college. And I think there's so much more benefit now, at least, to just skip NCAA. Like, it's like all the
I'll go to G League. G
If I
League
was
for
Brownie,
sure.
if I was Brownie, I wouldn't even go to college. I would have skipped that, go to like a elite. What's it? It's G League, but there's another league. It's called
The overtime
Yeah.
elite shit. Well, that's the team, the elite, but the overtime league, I believe, is the.
But some kids want to get that college experience. Why can't you can do both? Go to the league after that. So,
But but like Aaron saying, it is a lot of players in those side leagues that can give you so much more than another young dude. Because the thing is, when you go to college, even though it's college, you're still going with your counterparts.
peers, people you've been playing with.
Right. Them is
But
all
there's
rookies
also
too,
older
so
guys,
you're gonna
too.
see them as well. No, I agree, but at the same time, I guarantee that it's a motherfucker in one of them leagues that ain't affiliated. Well, I guess now all the designated ones are affiliated, but you know what I mean. One of them out there that's giving motherfuckers buckets. It's like, yeah, this is different, and I guarantee you, it's a couple of them out there.
I just know he's probably in a way better weight system right now and weight room and at USC. You know what I'm saying? They're getting way better than what I feel like he would have done in the G League.
No,
Okay.
that may be a good.
They don't get access to team facilities.
No, it was talking about it on the Raw Room, but this was also the one dude that played for the Knicks, Langston.
Galloway.
Yeah, so that's a little back further, but he was explaining like his experience playing, and he said now I'm sure it's a lot better than before, but they didn't have, not when he was around, they didn't have no access. So I'm sure CT is correct. I bet
Yeah.
that the college facilities are better than anything those G League players
For
have
sure.
access to.
Training wise, of course.
And Bronny got Mills with the NIL. He's cool.
And he probably doing what I said all these young niggas should do that get a big enough bag. Is I bet his dad got him investing back into his body early.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, he
I
was
mean,
like 7, 8 years old. He probably had him eating broccoli and rice,
Man.
chicken
hey,
breast.
look, he essentially stayed home, right? He got a big ass gym at the house.
You're not wrong about
Right down
that.
the road.
That's a good.
He ain't gonna train at his crib, nigga.
And I
You
bet,
seen videos of LeBron with his daughter and shit working out.
and I bet that any college coach would be like, strength and conditioning, we'll trust you with your father. But as far as practice and all that shoot, you be back with the team.
It's gonna be nice to see him go for a run for the tournament and stuff too. See how far. See what
He
I
on
just
a
want to see what
loaded
he can do.
team, man, but it's like I say about Malkin, Kentucky. The reason why Kentucky always got a hot squad on paper, but they never seem to pull it out, is because you putting too many big names together, and they don't get a chance. Anytime you put big names together like that, it takes them, like we say, even in the NBA, at least a year and a half before they start catching a rhythm. And these kids don't have a long enough season to be able to catch their rhythm. So the fact that you got all them motherfuckers on that squad, I do not know that it translates into wins just cause.
Kentucky always get far though, but yeah.
I just don't.
I mean, but every 4 or 5 years, one of them gonna hit.
I know. Yeah.
One
Well,
of
I
the
agree with
teams
that.
gonna hit.
I agree with that.
Yep.
You know, it just take a run in the tournament, and if you got a talented ass team making runs with no pressure,
Let me
Like
find
that.
out the ice cream truck still running out here.
And everybody kind of picked up Kentucky's kind of swag too, picking up like
drugs.
one and done players. So, like
Right.
Duke for sure got in that. So
But back to the draft though. How you feel, Q, about y'all's 18th pick?
man, I like it.
Jaime Jaquez. I know it's not Jamie. It can't be.
Yeah.
He's-
No, it'll be pronounced Miami.
yeah.
Yeah.
First
Oh.
player drafted of Mexican descent ever.
The only thing I'll say, because I watched him at UCLA, he's a he's not like your premier guy. He's more of like a scrappy, come off the bench.
Right. But Miami likes guys like that.
Yeah.
That's what they specialize in.
Will he be on Skyforce?
Will he be what?
Will he be playing for the Skyforce? That's a G League team in Miami.
Of course. I'm not gonna.
That's up to Q to. Yeah, I don't know.
Of course. Why not?
Yeah, they send all them. Yeah, for sure.
Why not? If Jovic didn't have the injuries he had, he would have been back and forth.
You think?
Yeah, I mean, just you got to get the workout.
I feel like y'all got some guys on the G League team that can be on the Miami Heat team.
Shit.
DJ Stewart,
of course.
They got Highland from there.
Damn, I didn't know he was 6'7".
And he's off. He's not even on Miami anymore, is he? I think they shipped him.
Who's that?
Highland.
Highsmith?
Highsmith. That's the dude.
Highland. I haven't heard anything.
That's medicine, Cliff.
I don't think they shipped him. No.
I thought they shipped him.
For who?
Nah. We haven't made any moves.
I don't know about a trade.
So nobody really.
So it might have been me hearing about somebody interested in him.
Well, he's one of our two-way players anyway.
Right.
So he plays on two-way contracts.
He'll probably be back with the Heat for sure.
Hey, that Jamie dude got a sister to ball in college at UCLA as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hooper. I will say that his family, I think he's going to be all right for Miami. Actually,
listen.
I mean, he had 3 all Pac-12 selections. He was an All-American.
I'm just saying,
Pac-12 Player of the Year,
I'm not saying he's a Tyler Hero by no means.
Not even the same position.
He can, right. But I'm saying he can definitely affect the floor in a way that you may not see him ever need to go down to the G League. Because he knows what he's there for. I'm scrap, I'm spirit, I'm all that. I do what the team needs me to do, and they always got big with somebody like that, and I don't think that y'all really have one at the moment.
And you know what? He does have a bigger body.
6'7", 225.
So he does have an opportunity to. Yeah.
Y'all don't have a Haslam. Y'all don't have a Anderson. Y'all don't have somebody that's just going to bang around with y'all down there.
Is that about to be the new Jimmy Butler?
And I don't mean to, be prejudiced or whatever, but who works harder than a Mexican? Real talk.
Facts.
Who works harder than a Mexican?
No cap.
Africans.
He's going to the right team.
Well, I mean,
all the Mexicans gonna be in that bitch now.
That nigga be sleeping up.
He finna bring he finna bring a fan base for sure.
They're stupid, man.
Now, you know what though? They're very similar in stature. That is interesting. That Jamie and Jimmy Butler. Jimmy's 6'7", 230. Jamie's 6'7", 225. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
And they do play the same position too.
Jimmy Butler's special though, man. I mean.
No, I think what you see is I think you'll see the same thing with, well, I guess a little bit of the same thing that you saw with what's your guy's name? Kuminga. Like he switched between the 3 and the 4 when he played with the Ignite, and then when he got to the league, they just kept him at the 4 for real. I think it's going to be similar with this dude, where it's like, yeah, you played a lot of 3, but nah, you're going to be a 4 here.
I don't know. I don't think they'll. I mean, Q's team, but I don't think they'll put him at the 4. I don't think.
Kuminga's athletic.
I think that's the biggest lacking spot.
Because you have to think about the 4 position in the NBA, and
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, you can't.
I know
ain't that big.
Listen, PJ's 6'6", and he played a 4.
But
PJ Tucker was playing a 4.
Yeah, he's not even one of the top 10 power forwards in the league.
No, but for what he does for the team, his job is to play D and scrap. Like I said, a lot of that isn't going to translate into stats, so you could never be the top. But there's a reason why the top teams always try to snatch him up.
Well,
Forge-
DJ got
Forge ain't that
transitioned
big.
to that position later in his career, right? I don't think he always played before, right?
No. I don't think. No.
It's
Tobias
like,
Harris
as
played
you would say, that's different. You know what I mean? It's a little different.
A little bit, yeah.
Like, I'm looking at the fours right now. Just throw a couple out there: Julius Randle, Tobias Harris, Kevin Love, Porzingis, Anthony Davis. I mean, that's tough.
Porzingis ain't gonna be no 4.
I mean, it's probably gonna be. Well, you think they might keep Robert?
His 4 days are beyond him.
You think they're not gonna?
No.
Keep
He a 4 like Anthony Davis a 4.
I think Anthony Davis is really a 4. I don't like that they got to play in center.
I agree.
But
Might be a real like a 3 type.
You think Anthony Davis?
He's a little soft. He might be a 3-4.
but that's the okay. So you're going off of that's two different.
He definitely can't play the 3. He's not quick enough anymore to play the 3. I don't. Only
he would kill his matchup being in there.
But the matchup will also kill you if you can't keep up. And this ain't no just helping at the 3-point line with your hand up. You got to stay in front of this man.
Hey, Cliff, you got Giannis, KD, Zion. He's not finna go against Jamie who we're talking.
Zion's a 4.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You're talking about Jamie playing the. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. We were talking 4.
There's no way he's about to contest with these guys at all.
Why not?
Well, so
You don't know that.
He could.
Why
You don't know
not?
that.
He's 6'7", 225. Y'all just
Hey, they always
The fours
say that-
are not big nowadays.
You got to remember where he going though, and what system he'll be playing in,
I mean,
and what coach.
Yeah, we already know he's scrappy.
that's
Let me
fine.
see that Miami Heat scrap.
He ain't gonna be alone.
He ain't.
You
But-
got Bam. You
but
got
no-
Bam on his back, man. He good.
But the only thing I'll say is Denver with basically 2 players showed that you don't got it. It don't matter. If
That's
you
why.
alone.
Hey, that's why we just pick up our offensive piece that we need to make it happen.
Right.
Mhm. So you think he's going to change the course for the Heat?
If y'all get
If
Dame,
y'all can't get a Dame.
No. I said we got to pick up the offensive.
Oh,
piece.
you're saying okay,
If
right?
y'all
Yeah.
can't get a Dame, would y'all be satisfied picking up Harden or Kyrie?
for sure.
Hell no. See, that's crazy.
I don't know. That's a pretty.
Kyrie,
That's a
yes.
pretty.
Kyrie,
That's a
yes.
pretty.
Harden Butler will work.
Kyrie.
Well, I was
Kyrie,
gonna
yes.
say this.
Yes,
If
Kyrie.
either one of them made that agreement to come down, they
You-
already know what's expected of them.
Right.
That's even like a Russell Westbrook. If he was, he know what's it. No, I'm just saying though.
No, right.
Like Pat Riley gonna have that talk.
Hey,
Like Cliff says, Cliff, you just said it to me.
Russell
Certain niggas you
Westbrook
can't
in
tell.
the Heat culture,
Yeah, certain niggas
he
you
would
can't.
he would fit in that culture.
Who?
I mean,
Russell
Yes.
Westbrook, that's his type of shit.
I think it would. I think he would
That's his
too.
type of shit.
you can't
But
tell him
I'm
shit.
not
I don't
saying
care where you put him.
He's gonna be with it.
Yeah,
though.
he hard headed in the ball.
He gonna be
He
with it.
is though.
Hey, Q. If Shaq wanted to choke Pat Riley for getting traded when he didn't know about it, Russell Westbrook gonna be on some similar type shit on that.
He gonna
team.
be on some Latrell Sprewell.
You hear me?
Man, Russell Westbrook used to that
He
shit.
did it then. He would have been did it. Why ain't
With
he
Pat Riley.
Right. He used to that
Crazy.
shit by now.
With Pat,
That
You
nigga ain't
crazy.
choking no motherfucking
You
body.
gotta remember the type of dude.
What
that-
you mean, bro? Shaq
It
was
ain't
gonna put
just
hands on,
no-
bro. They locked him
I'm
out.
talking about Russ.
That's
If
Shaq,
Russ get
bro.
traded, Russ just
He
get
ain't putting
traded.
hands on. He ain't
I'm
putting
talking about
hands
Shaq. You talking about Shaq though?
You talking about Shaq?
It's to the point now where I wouldn't be surprised if this nigga ain't playing for his own fucking plane tickets.
Prime Shaq.
Hey, look, Pat Riley knew he couldn't be touched. That's why he did it like that.
He locked him out of the fucking stadium, bro. Shaq, he trying to
He was
get in.
probably thinking that's the best thing to do to this motherfucker.
Shaq
You hear me?
I'm not sitting in the office with him telling
Security's
him.
not gonna stop him.
Listen,
You know what I
Nobody
mean?
was stopping Shaq.
Shaq's sons.
He had the most strategic trade
What you say?
NBA history.
What you say about Shaq's sons?
No, all I'm saying is that Shaq will like pick up a 6'8" nigga like a baby.
Right,
Oh, okay.
right. Here and throw him like a fucking football.
His sons niggas like nigga. You think you?
Oh, he's sons. Okay, that's what I heard.
I don't know shit about a son.
Fuck his son Sharif. He ain't doing shit, by the way, at LSU.
Well, he had that heart condition, didn't he?
And God bless him. DeMar Hamlin almost died on the field. God bless
In the
him.
G
No,
League.
God bless him
Done
for
lately.
sure. But
What have you done lately?
what's the other one?
Nothing.
What's
Oh,
the
no,
other
He got,
one?
he got a daughter. He got a daughter. I don't
He got
think-
two boys.
He got two. He got like three
Yeah,
sons.
he has a younger son.
I don't know if they're all like. Are they
I don't
in
know.
college playing
Two
ball?
of them are
Yeah.
hoops. One's going to college
Yeah, he might be on his way next year if he didn't.
this year. I
Okay,
think
he
he's
got
going to college.
Sharif, Shakir.
Shakir.
Shakir. Yep.
Shakir is I'm looking at. He's
He be
20.
hanging around Josh Christopher all the time. Huh?
He's 20 and he's 6'7". He plays for Texas Southern Tigers men's basketball.
Oh, okay. So he's
Texas
already.
Southern. And your
That's
daddy
a black
Shaq,
college.
I didn't know he was. So how old is Sharif then?
older than
He
him.
gotta be like
Sharif
22.
is
22.
Right.
Yep. Sharif is 23 and he's 6'10".
He played for the G League.
Does he? I thought he was still at LSU. Oh.
But it's crazy
G
though,
League.
right?
G
But
League.
that's why Shaq is wrong. He ain't wrong. You love who you clearly.
I think it's
don't
the
know.
Lakers G League team.
But isn't his
It
wife
is.
like 5'5"?
It is. Good shit, CJ.
No, she looked
Yeah,
five.
we
She
know.
about
Hey,
5'10".
Yeah, I don't know where he's from.
She looked
4'11".
5'5".
Nah, that ain't right.
She's about 5'9", 5'10". She ain't
Who?
The first one.
his first wife. She's not
Oh,
5'5". I don't think she's
I was
5'5".
saying Shaq's first.
About
wife.
5'9", 5'10", some shit like that.
I know she's shorter, and I know she wasn't an athlete. He'd have been better off knocking hoops up from the
Oh, his
flavor
first
of
wife-
love.
Oh, nigga, if he,
How short does it say?
I'm at the
He's
look.
short.
Her name is Shawnee Henderson. Let me just-
Yeah, and
So-
she's. I thought she
Yeah,
was like
Johnny.
5'5",
I thought she was like 5'5".
Shawnee Henderson, 5'7" with good box.
5'7". With good box. It say that too on Google when
What
you
if
look it
Google
up.
said that
Allegedly, nah.
Give a
You
review on the
bullshit.
box.
Go home, Malcolm.
Had 5 kids. 5 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, he got like five. He got a couple daughters too. He got like 3 or 4 daughters.
Yeah, won't play.
He take care of the daughters though.
He do.
That's crazy. If you'd have had a baby with, nah, they'd have killed Shaq's kids.
Remember Lisa Leslie?
It'd have been,
Lisa-
it'd have been like, yep, it'd have been like that show.
Back when Lisa Leslie had a baby, that motherfucker would have came out mashing at 9
Man.
years
His
old.
daughter's
Listen.
6'2". Amira, she plays for LSU. She's 21 and
Yeah.
6'2".
Yeah, nah, he should have at least went 6'3" on him.
Oh, he got another son. It's a DJ. It's 26. Fun fact.
With dreads. Yep.
Right. Okay.
They can get it how you live.
All right.
He be hanging around with all the stars though, like
Listen.
Trippie Redd. Yeah,
Kick it, O'Neal.
I swear. Shaq's the DJ himself. He be
Right. He
clowning.
do be doing shit.
But Bulls, Julian Phillips out of Tennessee.
About to Google him.
That was like a last, like it was like the end of the second round.
Yep. Nah, beginning of the second round, 35th.
I think IU's best player went like second to last.
Really?
Yeah.
Must have not been their best player according to the list.
I don't think we had a pick originally. I think we traded for that.
Yeah, I think it was by way of somebody. I can't remember. But yeah, y'all got that second 35th.
I have no opinion. We'll see.
I mean, y'all
Yeah.
gotta make moves.
In Chicago. That's how I feel about our pick. We got Imani Bates at 49, and I know that they had high hopes for him out of high school. They was calling him the
That was a
next
steal.
Jordan and everybody.
That
You
is a
think?
steal.
Steal of the
It is a
draft.
steal,
Lakers should have
man.
picked him up. I'm shitty.
Steal of the
Man.
draft.
You got
I
a
mean,
name?
I do think he one of the best scorers in the
His
draft,
upside is crazy. Like
but I don't know if that's the right fit.
what? You crazy.
CT said what?
And then I saw that Donovan Mitchell said he can't wait to put Imani Bates under his wing when he get there. And I said,
Oh,
they
man.
both about to be chucking up shots.
Oh,
First and second string, chucking up shots.
Hey, 2-man ball.
Never.
I
The
think
new
so.
2-man.
Nah, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm not happy with the pick. I'm just thinking to myself like, but that's not like, it's almost like Let me stop. It's almost like somebody that says they ask, like that will ask for something, and then when they get it, be like, that ain't what you want, or switch up what you wanted before you get it. Because they were just talking about getting a defensive wing, right? One that they traded away to Utah. And then instead of getting another defensive wing, which is what you said you wanted, we going to get a 6'9", 185-pound scorer that ain't going to start.
Somebody else. Free agent start tomorrow or Friday, so.
Right, but who all's out there?
A lot of people. Matter of fact,
there's gonna be a lot of people going to hit the free agent.
A lot of people.
I mean,
got things unrestricted and shit, restricted and all that.
No, I agree. It's definitely a lot of people hitting it, but I'm saying who's all out there that's going to fit that what you're looking for.
Tobias Harris.
Who?
Tobias Harris wouldn't be a bad one. I definitely, I can't argue that.
I swear, have him at the 3. That'd be nice.
A 3 on Cleveland,
3 or 4
with Evan Mobley and Jared Allen.
I swear,
that's tough.
Evan Mobley choked last season. I'm gonna be the first to say it.
But he's still young.
Yeah, that's his sophomore season, and he got hurt last one. So
no excuses.
Almost defensive player of the year.
No, it almost don't count. Last time I checked,
second year, first team all defense.
Yeah, that's
tough.
No,
I'm just talking shit, CT, clearly, but
I know.
Yeah, but that.
No, I like him. I do like him though. Like when.
But you don't think that I can't argue, CT. You don't think adding an addition like a Tobias Harris to put it a 3 because you know Donovan and Darius, they can stay in front of their man, but defense. Not your best. Neither of your best.
And when you got 2 big guys back there in the back end,
right? That's what I'm saying. That changes things a bit.
His defense ain't that bad.
No, it's not awful.
He's always guarding the best, like the other guy's best player.
Like I said, you stay in front. You stay in front of your man, but playing defense, it's a little different.
Hey, I just think that addition that'd be nice for them.
No, I do. I wouldn't mind that.
All I know is the All-Star game is in Indianapolis this year, and I'm trying to go.
For sure.
I know some people out there.
I'm not against.
You should. That's what I'm saying. Q, I know you take a trip if you want next year.
I'm gonna have to fly in from Arizona.
Are you moving back there, CT?
Next week.
Man, this motherfucker move more than the Army kid.
Next week. back to pod from the sunshine.
I know I shouldn't say it, but you should be collecting IDs. That's all I know. I wouldn't be turning none of them.
Hey, I still got an Ohio ID.
I'd just be like, what state be in?
Right.
And flipping through like cars. Hi, officer.
Right.
Nah, you can't carry it, Moyi.
Well,
don't ask me how I know.
Hey, we didn't talk about Warriors add Chris Paul, trade Jordan Poole to the Wizards.
Yeah.
How y'all feel?
And do you know that DiVincenzo opted out of his 4.7 year player option?
With who?
4.7 mil player option.
Right, he does play for them. 4.7. Well, what's that?
He's gonna get way more money. He's gonna get more money from somebody.
You think? Yeah. I don't think he got enough shine. I mean, I do think he had a consistent season for the games that he played, but I don't think he got enough shine to be making way more money.
Market here.
What's way more money?
He was just like an offensive rebounding guard. It was weird, like to see him do that. He's crazy. Like he's gonna and he can shoot.
I think he did finish with 4.9
rebounds,
4.8 rebounds per.
Now? What do you get now, money wise?
Well, that's the option would have been 4.7 for the year.
Oh, he's gonna get at least 12 to 13. Watch.
You're gonna get double that at least. I'll give him 8.
Exactly.
You give him 8.
That's why he opted out. He don't want to. Yeah, he don't want to take that 4 point. Somebody's saying
We'll give you
You get way.
3 years, $30 million.
I'm glad we having this conversation because my question.
You see these numbers they give these players for real? Who
My
else they
question
just give
was,
numbers?
do
They
you,
just gave
Alan
Minnesota's
Crabbe, man. I would never
Minnesota's
not say
big
Alan Crabbe,
like
man. They
15
gave Alan
million a
Crabbe
year.
$70 million.
What's Minnesota's big?
You talking
you
about
said
Reed?
Minnesota's big.
Rudy Gobert.
Reed.
Yeah, Nas Reed.
Talking
They
about
just
Reed.
get that extension. Mhm.
They gave Reed like 15 million a year. That's
Nas Reed
crazy.
did just
Like,
get that extension.
Well, what are you gonna say, Cliff? You said that leads you to what question or whatever?
Oh no, I was gonna ask. Do you think the reason DiVincenzo is opting out is due to well,
Jordan Poole.
The pickup of Chris
nah,
Paul.
because Jordan Poole gets shipped to the Wizards, right?
Right.
So the pickup of Chris Paul either means you're thinking you're lacking playing time. I'm not going to get the playing time because now Chris Paul is the 2 behind Steph. Or I'm not going to get the... Well, no, not I'm not going to get nothing. Either you don't have faith in the current team, because keep it a buck, I don't think that Chris Paul addition is that big of a deal either. Or you want paid. So
I
either
think
it's playing
it's
time,
big.
I have no faith, or paid.
and they don't got no cap money. They don't got no money to pay me, so I'm out.
Are you finna?
And Draymond Green might be getting paid. So
And Steph is getting way more money. This is when Steph's contract kick in, like his big money. So they ain't got no money really to go, and they just about to get Chris Paul. So yeah,
You don't think they're not gonna? You don't think they're gonna? You think
they got to do something with Clay.
what was you about to ask, Aaron?
You think they're not gonna start Chris Paul and put Steph at the 2?
Right,
I
that's
think
what I
they
was
will.
saying. I think that's what they're
I think
going
that's
to
the game
do.
plan. They start.
And they're
Chris
going to
Paul.
probably put Clay at the 3 if
Let
Draymond
Steph
come back
run
at the
on the
4.
court and let Chris Paul find him open, and have Draymond out there as like a secondary. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think the game plan is. I think they're gonna start Chris Paul. I don't think he's gonna ride the bench.
Oh no, I don't think he's coming off the bench either.
That's not what they brought him there for. I don't think they brought him to be a bench player.
He's
Like,
still too good.
Even Jordan Poole. Because Jordan Poole was like what, your third best scorer?
now I know what's going to happen. Chris Paul's going to get injured, so I think DiVincenzo
Right.
will sign him back again for that reason because
I don't think so.
he's gonna get playing time. I'm not
But
sure.
why
I
would
think
you-
somebody else can pay
Why
him
would
way
you want
more
the
money.
playing time if you don't get paid? I guess he already got
And y'all
the chip.
lost
Because
already.
because if you play because that's how you get paid, by continuing to prove yourself. You know what I mean?
But he already got a championship, so he can go He's gonna go somewhere and get
He
way
can go
more
somewhere
money.
else, but what's his chances of winning a championship? I mean,
Right,
those-
but at
Alright.
this point, if you already got a ring, I at least want to make sure I'm set, right? So it's like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna stay for a potentially another championship, even though my squad got knocked out in the semis.
But see, that's what you're basing it off of what you would do, right? Obviously, but we don't know what he values, right? We don't know what.
I mean, I think it's pretty clear.
I'm telling you, gonna get the bag.
I don't, but we can't always say that because how many niggas we seen get the bag and still leave? Look at Russell Westbrook and OKC. They gave him the bag. He still did.
I don't know. If
But this is different. This is a
But he
player
ain't got no
option. He
ring.
knows the most he can make is 4.7 by staying. That's the most I can make. So if he valued another chip, he would have stayed. So it has to be either money or I don't
I
feel
don't
like.
even think he
Where else
stayed
would
to
he
get
go
the
to?
chip.
Where else would he go to and he would start?
And he what?
I don't even know if it's if it's necessarily about starting
If
so
I'm
much as
getting
it's
at-
the bread.
if it's not money, well, hold on. If it's
He can go to Boston.
but hold on,
he can go
that to me that makes okay. If I'm in, I can make more money and be behind somebody. I get what you're saying, but if my chances aren't to win a chip, but I get more money, I feel like that's counterproductive. You see what I'm saying?
But
I'm
why
getting-
wouldn't you stay with the team that won 7 out of the damn near last
How do
10?
you know he might? But players decline.
6 out of the last 10.
This is not unnormal for players to decline. Again, we're talking about Draymond Green.
No, we're talking about DiVincenzo right now.
I know who we're talking about. I'm giving you the other example,
Right.
Cliff. Numerous players that do this all the time before they re-sign.
Well, Draymond Green has a better chance of coming up.
Right.
DiVincenzo's like, look, They over there offering this. It's the same thing with DeAndre Ayton. He pulled the card. He was like, look, the Pacers gonna give me $100 million. What y'all trying to do?
What you always say about money, Cliff? What's the one thing you always say about money?
All money ain't good money.
Right.
But
right.
once you got a
The millions
championship,
kick in, you crazy.
yeah. But once I already got the ring, like it's a lot of. It's think about Carmelo Anthony who never got a ring. Once I got the ring, fuck that 4.7. I need the bread.
Give me my.
And what happened to Carmelo? At the end of the
Carmelo
day,
does not need the
what are we
bread.
going to say about Carmelo? He was a great player, right? What else are we going to say?
Right, but he didn't get a ring.
Right. So,
But he already has
so
one.
You don't always. But that's what I'm saying. Not everybody's chasing the money. I know that sounds crazy.
I get it.
Everybody is chasing it.
I get it, but it has to be one of
While
the
you
two.
young, you gotta get it.
It has to be one of the two because if you were chasing the ring, why not stay with that squad and just take the 4.7?
Because why would I?
Look at Scottie Pippen. This nigga's salty as shit now. Talking about money he missed out on because he was chasing rings. So I'm gonna be loyal to the Bulls. Now he's
I'm
talking
telling you.
because he said he didn't get enough money when he could have left and got more money and shit. That's how I'm saying. Like
That's
that,
why Dame's like,
I
F
wish
the
I
rings. I'm about to just kick it with the money. Like,
That's a
And
good
what are they
point.
going to say about Dame at the end of the day then, CT? When it's all said and done at this rate, they're going to say what? He was a great player.
NBA top 75. I mean, yeah, and he got 60. You think when you go away, they gonna still talk about the greats, Jordan,
All
LeBron,
right.
Kobe.
Then what we saying about Dan Marino? How often do we talk about Dan
Right,
Marino?
I get it, but it's different. So basically, this nigga
And
got
it's a different decade. Like,
this
damn,
nigga
I mean,
lucked up, right? He lucked up and he got a ring early.
Who?
Dante DiVincenzo. He lucked up and he got a ring early. Now at this specific point in my career, since I've already gotten the thing that even the Dan Marinos and the Melos always
I
wanted,
hear you.
why not get more bread? Because if he wanted another ring, I'd accept the 2.7. I'll stay.
No, you wouldn't, because it's no different than jobs that we have in real life, nigga. I might have had hella stats at this job, but if I'm not getting paid.
So what do you think it is then?
Nah, see, that sounds like you want to be like the person that's like, I want to get employee of the month before I become a manager. Like, just you could become a manager and make more money. You never made employee of the month, but you can make more money if you just move on up. Right.
Well, I mean, obviously, without knowing DiVincenzo, I don't know what his values are. But like we're all talking about from our own eyes. If it's me, I'm willing to stay because this is probably where I have the best chance to win another chip. I just want a little bit more bread, but I am willing to stay. So I'm gonna decline what you're offering me.
But you're not gonna get a little bit more bread
But you
because
can
right
go
now,
somewhere else and
right
get
now-
way more money and
listen.
still have a chance to win.
my whole thing is right now there's a reason Draymond hasn't signed. There's a reason why he's currently a free agent because he hasn't got the money he wants. So when you're looking at your parents divvying out money for you to go to the arcade or wherever it is you going and you see the person that gets bread before you like,
You think that Draymond just don't want to play for them, or do you think that it's more of what happened before? Think about how much he was scrutinized, Cliff. Like,
I agree, but look at your team. They got rid of the nigga you punched. They didn't get rid of you. They got rid of the nigga you hit.
Hey, they said this
Wait.
at work today. Sometimes the damage is done. You could go ahead and recoup, make up, adjust.
But they
Sometimes
won him,
when
though.
the damage is done,
They said
that's-
they won him.
That's fine. But if Draymond might feel like the damage is done, that's why he may be like, well, let me look at options.
You know what? That might be another reason why DiVincenzo wants out because a nigga like Draymond has been there from the jump being the glue and never got paid by the Golden State Warriors. It's always gone to Stephen Clay. So if you giving a nigga that who's been there from the glue doesn't get paid like that, why me as Dante DiVincenzo who's behind
What's
the
Draymond
glue
getting
would
paid right
stay?
now? He's getting paid.
He's
Draymond-
getting paid, but he's always accepted less. Somebody
Less
else is
than what?
always.
Yeah, I think he took a hit for
Less
KD.
than what? When you say accepted less, what are we?
He only
You
did
heard
for
what Aaron
KD.
just said. You took a hit for the KD. He didn't get no
He
contract.
got 2 championships
Whoa,
off
whoa,
that.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Right, but he didn't get paid.
But that's not unnormal, y'all. In any workplace, not everybody's not getting paid the same. Name
But
one
he got
workplace
all-star,
everybody's getting
he
paid
got-
the same. Name one.
But that's the thing, though. That's the thing, though. The common denominator here is me. Here, me as well. You got chips with me without KD. You got chips with me with KD. You got chips again with me without KD. If I'm not going to get the wage that I'm expecting now, regardless of the situation, I gotta go. So right now the ball's in y'all's court. I'm asking for over $100 million. If you can't come up with a contract, I'm going to stay a free agent. So as somebody who's I wouldn't say four, maybe 3 steps below Draymond at a Dante DiVincenzo, that doesn't seem like a good look for me as a young guy who wants to stay here.
Especially when you know, like Chris Paul there. I mean, if they want to be just a backup guard,
y'all could have invested in something else that we needed, like a legitimate big man.
But you went with
Chris Paul.
But didn't DiVincenzo get traded to the Warriors? And
from the Bucks.
Right. And I also believe, so I don't think it's okay. So
which is good on your resume too. I was in the finals. I was just hurt. Then I went to another team, got a chip, and now my player option is 4.7.
From what I'm reading,
he was balling.
Yeah, he's balling.
Like 14, 15.
Right. That's why I just don't know if he going. I mean, I could agree with. I think CT who said 15, maybe 15. Aaron said 8. I could agree with no more than 15, but you got to think, even if you got a chance at 12, that's 3 times more than what you would make at the Warriors.
He's taking that.
Oh, you're right. I mean,
he got knocked out. They didn't even make it to the.
Yeah.
So
ESPN said he outplayed his contract.
Now
Pelicans call him and say, "Hey, we got $15 million for 3 years. You know he's going."
Oh, he out of there. And then he got a chance to really be that guy too.
And we can win. Like that's what I'm saying. Like any team can win. I feel like at this point.
Pelicans been lacking a point guard. They got
you see the Nuggets, like,
Alvarado.
It's like weird. Milwaukee got one.
Yeah, but the Nuggets been scratching at the surface.
Not Nuggets. Not Nuggets. Pelicans. I said the Nuggets, but CT said. Did you say the Nuggets or did you say the Pelicans?
He said the Nuggets.
Oh, did you?
But yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's been.
Oh yeah, no. I was thinking the Pelicans. That's why I got hype when you said that. Send him to the Pelicans.
That's what I said. The Pelicans.
Yeah.
I said send him to the Pelicans.
They need a point. They got Jose Alvarado, and I'm not saying he's not a good point, but he's not a starting point.
And I know they got some bread.
I think he's better than DiVincenzo.
Yeah, he is.
He's more defensive, but
he's more defensive, but he's not better than DiVincenzo.
He's a starter.
Yeah, he's a starter, Cliff. He definitely deserves it.
I don't think he's a starter.
I love that boy. He's very.
But it's funny that we're talking about this.
I like him too.
He earned his stripes in the same place we're talking about. DiVincenzo just recently earned his stripes. So what are we talking about? They both did their thing in Golden State, but I think Jose Alvarado had a better going than DiVincenzo did.
And then you got CJ.
When? Not in the finals run.
I mean, I'm talking about like as a whole. Like,
Repeat
not like
what you just said. I'm sorry.
For me?
Yeah, I didn't even quite follow what you said. You said they both came from Golden State.
They both played on Golden State, right?
Right.
Who had the better time in Golden State between the two, you would say?
I would say
Dante. Did even play for Golden State?
Jose Alvarado came from Golden State. That's how he ended up getting paid now. He came from Golden State. That's what he played for.
Apparently, leaving Golden State can get you paid. Apparently. I need to go to the Pelicans.
But the topic at hand, the moment
you got 16
Jose or Dante being
well, let me stop. I said Dante DiVincenzo originally, and I still am kind of on Dante.
No,
but the only thing I will say is that Jose Alvarado is another guy who a lot of the things that he does for the team doesn't equate to stats. But as far as stats go, Dante.
I mean, my man had 9 points this past season. Talking about Jose, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal for the season. Let me see what Dante.
Yep. I think it was like 16 point something.
Really?
Yeah, and shooting 40 from the field, 40.1 from the field.
Man, DiVincenzo was balling on the Bucks before he got
And
injured.
I
He
think
was. No, I'm not contesting that. I think he.
and I think he had three
And he was
point
hooping in the playoffs a little bit.
3.6
Well, actually,
rebounds.
He barely bested Jose Alvarado. DiVincenzo had 9.4 points average per game, 4.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 1.3 steals. Very similar
On the
stats.
Warriors or the
Yeah, on the Warriors.
On the Warriors.
And 72
He was hurt a
games
little
played.
bit this year, wasn't he?
No, it says 72 games played. That's a good
Yeah,
amount of
it's-
games for me.
72 games the whole season now.
That's a good amount of
Right.
games for me.
That shit counts the whole goddamn
You hear me here? Motherfuckers be doing load management, don't even be hurt. So I'll take that 72.
But you know what though? I'm still
That's
leaning.
definitely why another reason he's gonna get paid.
And
I'm
hold
still-
on, Cliff, before you answer, Jose only played 61. Think about how close the
I'm
stats
still
were.
leaning Dante because
Crazy.
of the amount of shots that you have the opportunity to take.
Literally.
You don't have a lot of shots to be able to be taken on Golden State.
But the Pelicans got a little roster. We act like we don't.
They
like
do.
don't got no
They
players,
do.
too. Like, what are we saying?
They do, but they're not just set up taking shots.
CJ
They're not.
McCollum, Brandon Ingram.
Passing.
They're not set up taking shots. Brandon Ingram will take a set shot, but he's dribbling.
He was getting
CJ
triple doubles and stuff. Yeah.
CJ really only looks good in the highlights.
TJ goes in that kind of a boring. He's getting more and more of a boring player. He's good.
Hey, he's a bucket.
His game. I'm saying
He
I'm
is
not
a
saying-
bucket. He still got it in him, but it's not.
20.9 point.
His game is not. His game is not entertaining.
I mean, yeah, but
You
he had
crazy. He'll hit you with some crazy moves.
All right. I mean, look. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Exactly, because you don't think he's that good. Like
He'll hit you with a nice move and a step back that looks good,
Yeah,
but
niggas be hating on Tim Duncan to this day. Niggas hate on Tim Duncan to this day. But that is like the greatest power forward to ever touch a basketball.
I think I agree.
Top 5 on niggas' list. But his game was so boring. Niggas don't think about it.
I think
Duncan-
I agree.
defense
Bank
was
shot,
crazy.
bank shot. I put up 38 and 7 on your ass, and niggas is just blinking out. Oh, that's just Tim Duncan. He be
4 or
doing-
5 blocks.
It'd be easy to him. It doesn't look good, but it's oh my god.
Nah, I think I'm still taking Dante.
Yeah, me too.
The only thing I would say about Dante is I haven't seen him quarterback. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, now Jose Alvarado has had no choice but to. And I
Exactly.
think that comes from a lack of position availability with New Orleans. You can't start CJ. They would love to, but you can't. He's not
He'd be
going to be
running out of
available
gas.
for you exactly the same throughout the whole game. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
So you got to
Well, I mean,
bring in a
look,
Jose, but if you got a guy that's going to give you some buckets if he has open shots.
And that team stay injured. BI might be out.
Pelicans?
CJ might be out. You know,
I was
Zion
gonna
out.
say, but using that team is such a bad example because number one is Zion in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking at being number one.
They about
And
to
the
trade Zion.
I still don't know if you want Jose being the starting guy, even with.
Why not?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, you just hating on my dog.
I really don't know.
I
man.
really don't. I'd rather have the other guy too.
I wouldn't pull a guy that ain't proven that position.
Dante.
You don't think Dante's
Crazy.
proven?
As far as quarterback in the unit, no.
Putting that thing in the hole.
No, I'll agree with you as far as quarterback in the unit, but I do remember Dante's sophomore year, he was in a running to be 6th man of the year for the Bucks before he got hurt.
Yeah, that's
but
quarterback.
that's
in the
all
second
good.
unit.
But that's all good. But
I don't know but that's why I say I don't know if I would give it quarterback, and it was more so scoring than it was leading the team.
That was like
To your
facilitation. You come in and you facilitate. Like we need scoring. Bring in DiVincenzo. He's gonna give you 10 real quick.
Basically playing a point. Hey, he gonna get paid.
Right.
Somebody gonna take him.
And on the defensive end, he's scrappy as hell.
yeah,
Listen.
Jose's got more. I don't know what the word is. More flair to him, I guess, than what's his name does. Dante does. Like Dante is a good player, of course, but he's not He's not gonna give you that workhorse mentality. He's not gonna like Jose flies. He's like a Palomalu.
Nah.
Man, they
You're
trying to put
correct
Jose
there.
in every
And that's why I
pick and
say-
roll with every big. He's
That's
a
why I
mismatch.
say a lot of the things he does isn't counted
Intangibles.
towards stats. It's not
Isn't
counted
tangible.
towards stats.
He's got a lot of intangibles.
Like Draymond, a lot of the shit he does for the team,
Facts.
you're not going to see it on the stat sheet.
Facts.
But if you watch the game, you're like, oh, that changed something.
His mental warfare alone is already like
Right.
Like he's just one of the best to fuck with your head. You know
Right.
what I mean? Fucker, get on.
You think the Pelicans can win with him though?
Who with Jose? I
Yeah.
don't see. Here's the thing, CT. You feel like a lot of teams can win, but I don't think a lot of teams can. When we say win, they can win games. They're not going to win a championship. You see what I'm saying? They can win a couple games. They can make it to the playoffs, but a lot of them are not capable of winning a chip. No, Pelicans are not currently built to win a chip. No, they're
If
not.
they stay healthy, I think so.
If
Yeah.
they stay
Fuck
healthy
no.
with Zion,
Fuck no.
What?
What?
I think they have a shot.
They're not getting past.
Jones.
They're not getting past Miami. They're in the. Are they in the West?
With the
They're
Zion,
in the West. They're in the
Zion
West.
is a trading chip.
See,
man.
that shit's so
Zion
weird
is
to
a
me.
trading
Like,
chip.
why is New Orleans in the West?
yeah, that's
Like,
dumb. That's very
Okay.
dumb. But
Okay.
yeah, they are in the West.
Even
I think
then,
they
you're
could
getting-
come out the West with a healthy Zion and
Yeah, Bi.
yeah.
You're not getting,
Brandon
you're not getting
Ingram.
past you're not getting past the Nuggets and the Suns and hell. the
Again,
Lakers
I
are
think
lucky.
I think it depends on a healthy Zion. I think
Zion
Zion.
gonna-
Willie
Zion gonna
Green
beat- hey.
coaching too.
Zion gonna beat LeBron in a 7-game series.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
Zion
I would.
Zion gonna fuck with AD in a 7-game series. 7-game
A
series.
healthy Zion, hey, don't act like he's not him.
Well,
No,
Zion
I'm
wouldn't,
not.
Zion
That's
wouldn't
fine.
be at the five,
Yeah,
so
said it.
it would be LeBron or
You don't think they would have AD guarding Zion in that game?
he would probably be
No, he'd
keyed
be
in on
going-
him, but
he would
he'd
get
still be in the
murdered.
paint.
Vukovic or somebody down, not whoever he is.
Oh no, that'd be a good matchup.
No. You're talking about I can't Valanciunas.
Jonas
I
Valanciunas.
can't say it. I'm not drunk. No, I can't say
Yeah,
that.
Jonas.
Right.
Just Jonas. Look, that's what that motherfucker Jonas. You hear me? Jonas.
You know who it is.
Yeah, Jonas. But no, I don't know where we hold on. I have some other shit. Let me see. Did we fully talk about the 3-way trade? I know we touched on it with the Porzingis, Tyus Jones, Marcus
Yeah,
Smart.
we talked
Or did
about
we
it.
touch
yeah.
on it or did we
Now
really
we touched on it. We ain't go over it. I mean,
We-
Porzingis to the Celtics.
I said they
I
was
said
going
it like
to the
he's
ship.
Spanish.
That's
But,
what I'm saying. CCT, somebody make a trade, sign a motherfucker, and automatically go
I
into
just
the
feel like
end.
I just feel like the Boston Celtics. That's what the pieces they need with a big like.
I don't think that's the.
But he's
big
hurt a
you
lot.
need.
Y'all talking about AD. Let's talk about KP.
He don't want to play for Washington Wizards.
He's talking about KP.
I'm
He
gonna
had
say,
hair, Kate, and I don't mean Kim Possible, motherfucker.
I
KP.
know.
I'm gonna sit this one out. I'm playing for the Wizards. I'm gonna sit this one out tonight.
I don't know if he's the answer though. I feel like that's a possibility.
He's not the
I
answer.
think he is.
He's not.
If there was a
The
scale,
unicorn coming out.
like Lil Wayne said, if it was a Libra scale, his scale would tip more towards offense than it ever would defense.
Yeah.
And that's not the big that Boston.
not
They
okay.
don't need more
You act like you
offense.
don't got no
They need defense. They need
to be that tall
defense.
CT and his defense be weak like Cliff's saying, that's atrocious. Oh, you heard me? I used the word atrocious.
It's
That's
not
atrocious.
weak. It's just not what. It's not expected of a 7-3.
He was on the Knicks. He was on the. I mean, Dallas was cool, but they really wasn't nothing. They
I
had.
forgot he was on Dallas for a little bit.
The
He
Knicks
never
got
had
his
no
best
good
years.
Team. Like this is the team where this is the standard he needed right here.
That's an interesting point, and it's very fair to make.
All the teams they threw him in was
No,
just
his-
like, oh, we're gonna hopefully make it some out of this, and then they put him on the Wizards. Like what? Nobody saw that.
Yeah, that's
coming.
called dumping them off. They dumped his ass off.
But then they say we finna bring you back out. We bring you out there water. Come on over to Boston, man. We finna with JT and JB.
Okay.
He knows he's a journeyman right now. He's gonna
It
figure it
sound good.
Listen.
He's still young, fresh.
That's the thing, though. I don't think he does know. I don't think he does know he's a dream.
He got 4 jerseys.
Just like y'all say, if somebody go down to Miami, you know the standard in Miami. If you go to Boston, you know you got to bring that. So hey,
Man, Boston ain't got no standard
They
no more.
don't have no standard.
you crazy? Them banners ain't up there for no reason.
Man, you got rid
Them
of your
old
man.
banners.
You got rid of
They got one in 08.
Hey, and
Don't
think
act
about
like
who was
somebody
on the
else
squad.
got it.
They had KG on the squad too, didn't they?
Kendrick
This
Perkins,
is the KP. This what I'm saying. This is this.
Ray Allen.
That's what I'm saying. You had a big defensive presence. Right now, the only defensive presence that the Celtics have is Robert Williams III. That's
I
it.
can't wait to go over this next.
And
year.
Marcus Smart. Y'all just got rid of Marcus Smart. Y'all have nobody else but Robert Williams.
They got rid of Boston.
Dog, man.
They traded away Boston, bro.
Listen, if I was Peyton Pritchard, I'd be like, I'm out too. I'm going to the free agent.
You're right.
But you can't do that. You can't be a follower. You gotta
If
be-
I'm paid Pritchard,
If
I'm
it's
going
my free
Euro
agent
league.
time, I'm out.
I'm going Euro. Fuck
Right.
it. I'm going Euro.
You don't
league.
need to go Euro, man.
Hey.
There's hella teams that'll pick him up
Hey.
too.
Fuck that. I shit on everybody.
Peyton is another dude that I think is special. He just doesn't have a chance to show it.
He ain't got no
Dobbs gave
tape.
me a player option. I'd take most of them.
He gonna get his little Jeremy Lin run. Watch, mark my words. Peyton Pritchard gonna go somewhere
No,
else and get a
he's
little
not.
run.
Hey,
Like
no,
Jeremy Lin.
Hey, the Cavs need him.
Yeah,
Nobody
watch.
gonna have a Linsanity
Hey,
run.
the Cavs need him though.
You accused the Cavs need him.
Nah,
They
we
got
can't
Rubio.
afford that. We already got an
Okay.
undersized point we
Okay,
start.
Cliff,
We
let's-
can't have a
Rubio.
backup that's shorter.
So let's really think about that statement. Jeremy Lin transcended a moment in time when he did what he did. That's not going to be the case.
That was the start of social media too. So
You know
Nah,
what I
but
mean?
that was also because it was back in the day where motherfuckers was
Yeah,
a
that was
little
It was
more.
10 years ago.
Nah,
No,
it
it
was,
was
that's
more
what
than
I'm
that.
saying, motherfucker. But listen, regardless, it was back in the day where motherfuckers was a little more racist, and they expected to see a Chinese dude that could stand in one spot, but they did not expect to see nobody sauce nobody up, step backs, hit game winners, all that shit. So when they seen Jeremy Lin, think about New York. How many little Chinas and Tokyos and all kinds of spots is it there for support? You feel what I'm saying?
Then he went to LA, right? Did the same thing.
Right, and that's another spot.
He-
Hella little
Hey,
Chinas.
Hey, man, go to the corner.
Look up
Go
the
to the corner.
riots. That's all you seen.
Cover was
No,
like,
I'm just I'm just playing.
Oh, he went to Harvard.
Harvard,
Oh, that's respect,
yeah.
niggas. You know them motherfuckers do not do shit in the league. Them
he was a
Ivy
good.
League.
He had a great game.
And he
bro.
got
Nah, he did. He had a very nice
There was
game.
a fascination for it for a little while.
He got a chip before he left.
But I think that if he went somewhere, I think the race factor that took place in Jeremy Lin has the same issue with him being white and short. It's almost like you're the white Isaiah Thomas, and now everybody's fascinated with how you, because I think he's very capable of doing a lot of shit. He just doesn't get a shot.
So he's like professor in the street ball game.
He
He's
can shoot,
Like
too.
I wouldn't be against saying
It's 'cause
like
he's
a
an Ivy-
professional.
he's an Ivy leaguer.
A
That's why they
professional
don't-
professor. Not Peyton. Peyton came out of Oregon.
He just
Oh, I
can't
thought
guard.
about
He
Jeremy.
can't
Okay,
guard no.
okay.
He ain't got no defense.
He's scrappy. He's
That's
small.
why they
Hey,
pick and roll, pick and roll, mismatch.
Nah, I think that if he goes to another squad other than Boston,
I think he's only meant
you're
for
gonna see a
Boston.
low run from him.
He's 6'1", 25.
Yeah, he's still young. Stop playing.
I mean, he only averaged 5.6 points this past season.
He doesn't
He ain't
get
got no
he
film.
doesn't get shine, and when he does get shine, he got to give it to the guy who scores.
He played 48 games.
They probably yell at him every time he shoots the ball. Peyton,
No, he can
you
shoot.
probably hear that in the background. Peyton,
Hmm.
yeah, he can shoot.
God damn it, Peyton.
Malcolm Brogdon. Man, you fucking up my sixth man of the year.
Brogdon bounced.
Yeah, where'd he go to? I remember his people.
Clippers.
Listen,
Yeah,
yeah, he definitely went to LA. But
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
No, he didn't.
I'm about to Google it.
That's why Marcus Smart ended up in Memphis because of his physical or whatever.
Who? Brogdon's?
Yeah, Brogdon's health. You know, he tore his elbow tendon during
This
the
is he's
playoffs.
still part of the Celtics. Oh.
Yeah, he is. That's what got canned in the trade. And Brad Stevens in a rush, he needed to get Porzingis before midnight.
Oh.
Wow.
They
that
do have a
kinda was-
proposal to trade Malcolm Brogdon, to y'all's point, but they didn't trade him.
Is that pending on
Oh, it got canned.
the
The
physical?
Clippers.
It
after
says they tried trading him to the Clippers last week. Yeah, I'm reading it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, baby.
Dang.
I'm glad because that was going to be a problem for
That works out for Boston too
I'm
now.
staying in
for
with
sure.
it, baby.
Yeah, Cliff. So that's probably why they wasn't tripping letting Marcus go. Like, okay, it's cool.
They deep. Yeah, they finna be
Man,
nice.
come on, man.
Marcus,
That's cool.
or Malcolm Brogdon is not going to be the defense assistance that Marcus Smart
He was hurt.
ever was.
He
He's not going to
better.
be
He
half.
gonna
Of,
be better.
He was
he's not,
hurt.
he, on 100%. He's not going to be half
Wait a
of
minute,
Marcus
wait
Smart.
a minute.
defensively.
He wasn't hurt the entire time. Let's not.
Yeah, he was.
He's not going
No,
to
he
be half.
wasn't.
Even 100%, he won't be half of Marcus Smart defensively.
He came back probably too early.
Oh man, here we go.
Bro, that's crazy.
He got
Just
six
named
man
him
of the
2 weeks
year.
apart. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's not.
Man,
Yeah.
that's regular season. He was cool.
All right.
Yeah,
Everybody
nah.
got
I think he
a
tweaked
That was
his
a dumb
elbow or
trade.
something.
So does Porzingis, even though we just talked about his Libra scale, does Porzingis replace any defense that y'all lost in Marcus Smart?
Well,
I'm not gonna
there's-
say any, 'cause
there's
that
two
leaves
different
room
positions.
for-
There's 2 different positions, right? Like you say,
Right, but
talking about the guards, right? So as far as guards go, they still got okay. they
You
still
got somebody. They got Derek White.
Yep.
no. I
Yep.
shake my head for the audio.
Is Derek White
Derek White's nice
gonna
though. He had
own the locker room defensively
No.
like Marcus
No.
Smart?
What you mean? He just
No.
set up that game in the series to take with Miami to take it to game 7.
He gets one of playoffs.
But
He got one last year that everybody was excited about, and he shit the bed afterwards.
He was hooping that Philly series too.
No, you got to give people their respect sometimes. They
right,
come-
that's what I'm saying. I mean, no, he's
Try
not
to
consistent. But who
influence.
is?
But when you fumble, you can't do that no more.
Nigga,
Okay?
I'm not gonna sit here and talk about a motherfucker like James Harden and say that he been fucking up in the playoffs and then be willing to give a nigga like Derek White props for the few games that you showed up. I
But
just
the
can't.
expectations of James Harden
Man, Derek White.
I agree.
at all. You can't compare.
I
it to.
agree 1000%. But I'm also taking that into account as well. Nigga, when everybody hopped on that Derek White train, you talk about a fizzle like Roy Hibbert, he was out of there. He stepped back into the bushes like Homer Simpson. He was gone. You didn't hear nothing about him for the rest of the time. And that was the time you made it to the finals. So I
Right.
can't just be
This
willing
year.
to be like, yeah, Derek White, he's no, he's not all right.
Did he have a better year this year?
He had a better year, but
Yeah, not in the finals or not in the
it
postseason.
wasn't like
he had a better show.
jump. It wasn't a jump. Like in
And the only reason why I compared that to James Harden is because I've always said in the postseason he's not available. He's not there. He doesn't play for you. He might be in the game, but he's not present.
James played the same way in the regular season.
I mean, Derek White played 82 games, averaged 28 minutes, 46% field goal, 38 from the 3, free throw 87, rebounds 3.6, assists 3.9, blocks 0.9, steals 0.7, points 12.4. That's not bad.
Play that man.
But like I said, I compared him to James Harden because you don't show up in
Huh?
the post.
No,
And
he
that-
don't
Like,
got
so
the
hold on,
ball
hold on,
like
Clip,
James
but Clip, you
Harden.
can't say, when I said they're not the same, you can't say I understand and then say
Right, but you don't. But my critique on him, like I've been saying, is you're not present in the postseason. I'm not comparing him to James Harden. I'm not in no. That's disrespectful to James fucking Harden.
Right, that's what I was saying.
I'm not comparing. I'm just saying you can't say, well, they have Derek White, and Derek White only shows up in the regular season, and he's non-present in the post. That's a James Harden-esque player. Do you see what I'm saying?
The Eastern Conference Finals.
I can't. If I'm going to be hard on James for that. I can't then be like Derek White is good, even though you can't compare the two.
But again, at the same time, Cliff. Okay, like we said, your expectations for James Harden are way higher, right? Because of who he's supposed to be.
I agree with that.
Expectations for Derek White aren't as
high.
Right,
but at least keep it consistent, right? Because if Derek White kept it consistent, then they would at least
win.
No, but they would at least know what they would get out of that lineup. But it's hard to make lineups when you don't know what player is going to show up in a night. And when
he's young too. He's 28, like you said.
I agree. But when we're talking about a team that is knocking at the champion's door, you can't come with us. This is a war party you can't come to.
That's the friend that got to stay home.
You feel what I'm saying? You're not prepared.
Right. Like
Thank you for helping us get here, but this is the war party. You have to stay back.
Right. We finna go right around.
I don't know. I think he can be that guy for them.
I don't think so at all. He may be able to be the backup guy that can.
If they didn't play the Warriors, maybe in the finals, you know.
Nah, G, not a Derek White.
I do agree with Cliff on this, CT. I think Derek White is a guy, but I don't think he's like the guy by any means.
He's an arrow nigga. He want nigga to let go of arrows real quick.
Right, in the background. While everybody else runs.
He don't be doing none of that.
I'm fucking sick of you, Aaron. Of course, only Aaron's gonna think.
Right. I agree though. You a background. I play the background. I help from a distance, but I'm not going to be the guy to show up on the front line killing shit.
Aaron called that nigga Robin Hood, shooting arrows and shit.
Now he may have a night, cause like you said, even Robin Hood hit a couple targets back to back.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that you was on the front line killing shit with the rest of the squad. And until you prove to me that you're able to do that. But when else did you do it? That's just a nigga that shoot arrows that had a good day of shooting.
You seen him when he played against
Dante DiVincenzo.
No, I think he's more consistent than that.
Nope, not in my eyes.
I do. I think he was in Milwaukee, and I think he was in Golden State. I think he was more consistent than a Derek White. He just didn't have the opportunity to show it.
Well, you think he's more consistent than Derek White?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Nah,
look at the percentages.
Derek White averaged 11.7 points for his career.
But look at the percentages.
44.7. I think DiVincenzo was like 41. But he's only been playing.
But that was that past year, though. That wasn't including his stats with the Bucks.
Talking about DiVincenzo or Derek White?
DiVincenzo.
He was finding stacks with the Bucks.
Mount compared DiVincenzo to Derek White, but I was talking about DiVincenzo.
So DiVincenzo, what year you want to know about DiVincenzo? Well, it says he's only played.
You just read Derek White's career, so I'll give DiVincenzo's career stats.
Oh, okay. 24.3 minutes, 9.1 points, 42% field goal percentage, 36 from the three, 4.6 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 1.2 steals.
So he getting less minutes, and I would say comparable stats. Not the same. Derek White's edging him, but compared to minute-wise, comparable. Derek White's getting an extra 8 minutes a game.
He got to put Jose in there.
He locking up.
And like we said, I guarantee. No, I won't say that. We compared that to who?
Jose.
Yeah, Jose.
And his
but I will not say that Derek White's in a DiVincenzo boat where I don't get a lot of shots. I only take the open ones because they're going to Jalen and Jason.
And exactly.
So yeah.
He be trying to get his too. I'll be shooting that bitch sometimes.
But he does get I will say he does get a little more freedom because he's had like bigger games in
Moments and shit.
Yeah, DiVincenzo hadn't had those opportunities because he's just in as a filler, just till Steph or somebody can catch their breath and you're back out. Right. But if I could go to a new team, there may be a shot. He may be thinking it's a shot I can get another dub. You know he riding high. He was just on Milwaukee and almost got a ring.
Also depends on the system, right? Because some of these guys.
I agree, but I also think that I think that he's pretty system oriented.
Because if you're not being used right, we see it happen with players in all sports all the time. Like if they're not being used correctly, you may not do what we expect or what you're capable of based off of how you're being.
But like Q said, it's similar to Bronny James, right? Because like Q said, he doesn't like the fact that he's never gotten the opportunity to see DiVincenzo quarterback. But to your point, the system isn't designed for you to quarterback. The system has never been designed for anyone on Golden State to quarterback. They may get it to somebody else like Draymond, who may get it to the person to shoot, but nobody's bringing. This is going to be the first time we ever see a quarterbacking system out of Golden State with Chris Paul here.
I just was about to say, ask you that. Okay.
Right, so that may be a situation where we didn't get to see him quarterback because of the design. Just like Kevin Huerter out of Atlanta. We never knew he could bring the ball up till he got to Sacramento, and he was running point at points.
He was shitting up. See, that's another thing, CT. Back to when you said, Pelicans could go all the way if they're healthy. Sacramento will be back next year, I'm sure. They was hot.
Oh, they're going to be back. They're going to be back.
They're trying to get Kyle Kuzma.
There's a few teams.
And their blood, they got a taste of blood on their teeth. Like, I know it. I bet you.
That's why I said there's a few teams, bro. You saying, like, there's a few teams.
No, I mean, there's a few, but like when you name somebody like the Pelicans, I'm thinking of so many other teams just off the rip, like Kings and like I said, the Warriors, whoever. You know what I mean?
A lot of teams will be shifted though after Friday, bro. Like it's gonna be different.
True.
Like,
true.
We gonna see. We gonna get on that. They
just was talking about 5 years ago how that's when like KD was on the Warriors, and
I'm telling you, like a free agency changes everything.
No, you are absolutely correct. But we about to wrap up here. We over 2. I didn't even know. We just talking. We ain't even gonna do that. We'll say that for next week. Who's our hit the showers? And I know I popped that question up on myself. I don't even know who my hit the showers would be, to be honest.
I'm going to put Chicago out there.
You gonna put who?
Chicago Bulls.
Why that?
We acquired mediocre talent. Hopefully things work out. I don't think big changes is coming soon. I don't see trade scenarios. I don't see giving up that. There's still time. I think it's like the 1st, July 1st.
Let me ask you this before you hop off. Do you think that y'all keep Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan this year?
They just gave the big boy the extension.
Not if it's too sweet.
You said what?
I just think
not if it's too sweet.
To answer my question.
Yeah, not if it's too sweet. If you're saying getting rid of DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, if the situation is sweet, I'll take it. I don't know what that situation is. Okay, that could be KD and Kyrie Irving. How did that happen? Right.
Not for DeMar DeRozan.
I think they
it
don't look like it's gonna work.
Right.
There's not gonna be much change.
I see what you're saying. I see exactly what you're saying.
There's not gonna be no changes for real, man. They're gonna be.
But y'all ain't even make the playoffs last year, so.
Hey, we almost beat the Heat, kinda, sorta.
Almost.
It was close. It was like 4
Then
points.
y'all would have got swept. At least the Heat did something with it.
Almost.
The Bulls was that.
I will take no more of this disrespect.
The Bulls was that intertwined fingers when you can't dunk, but somebody needs to give you a boost, and they just boosted the Heat into the playoffs. they got all the confidence from whooping on the Bulls and was like, oh, we can still do this.
I'm
Who
glad
took that from?
Derrick Jones left y'all team. Who y'all finna have
They got Vucevic, 3 more years.
for the next 3 more years, huh?
We got Lonzo Ball. We got Lonzo Balls.
Oh my God.
He ain't even playing next year.
We have to get rid of it. We got to get rid of it.
You
Vucevic
can't
went
get
to
rid
the
of that.
Lakers.
Y'all can't get rid of that right now.
We have to because he
Y'all
can't.
sitting with that for a couple of years.
We got to pay that man, actually. It's pretty much.
How many players have y'all had
No
that y'all had
trade
to
clause.
pay on the bench?
No trade clause with that.
Y'all got
I
bad
know
luck.
Joakim Noah was one of them that they was like, we've never seen this before. He can sit on the bench for the next 6 years and he'd still be a bull.
I feel bad for Coach Billy D over there.
Now they got Lonzo in the same boat. That's fucked up, Joe. Golly.
We got to blame Lonzo Daddy for some of that shit. He wearing them terrible ass shoes. Got his heel fucked up. I don't know what happened. It couldn't be the shoes, but they said it was the shoes. They said it was
You
the
know
shoes.
it was the shoes. People said that on comments years ago, like that's gonna mess
Oh,
you up like in the
shit.
future.
Nah, G. I can't do it. Well, alright, G, we can catch you.
Mine is
Okay.
I'm gonna go baseball, man. I seen the Angels and it was the Rockies game the other night where they put up like 26 runs. So I'm giving it to the Rockies,
No,
man.
I
The
didn't
Rockies.
see that.
Yeah.
The
I was
Angels
like,
put up
damn.
26 runs on the Rockets. Yeah, ain't no fucking
Football number.
Yeah, ain't no 8-run rule or whatever
I thought
it
there was
is.
a mercy rule.
Nah,
No.
not in MLB.
Didn't there used to be?
Run it up.
They scored like it was like 9-0 in the second inning. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah, ain't no mercy rule that I know of.
Home
That's everything.
run, and they got like the Chinese dude over there, the Japan dude. He's crazy.
Otani. Shohei Otani.
The rule is if a team is leading by 15 or more runs after 5 innings or 10 or more runs after 7 innings, the game is brought to an end and called in favor of the team that's leading.
That is cap.
Yeah, even in the
I don't know where you
MLB.
get that from.
That's what I just Googled on
What league though?
What's the
MLB.
date on that?
Nah.
What's the date on
It
that?
says March 21st, 2023.
And that's AAA.
This says MLB.
Well, I guess that would
Go
have
look
to
at
be.
these scores then, because there's no way.
Nah. There've been some high scores recently.
It's crazy. I'm like, is everybody on steroids? Like, 'cause this is crazy.
It says in college baseball, there's no mercy rule.
There's no.
Nah, you
there's
started
no-
that with the World Series.
Yeah, I think whoever that is got it in reverse. Is that the
Yeah,
same
because I've
article?
been to a couple baseball games where it was
It
like
says
8-0.
AS.com.
And people will be mad if you got to lead a game when it's like 7-0 because it's crazy.
Right.
I guess not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm seeing conflicting. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that sound reversed.
let's not be then.
These dudes are smacking them things now. I'm like, what is going on?
I hit the showers. Shit, I'll fuck around, man. I don't know. I feel like the Lakers could have drafted somebody else. I feel like, for example, like y'all got Imani Bates in Cleveland. Like I feel like there was other pieces out there.
Yeah, y'all had an early pick. Y'all had 7th or 18th in the first round.
We just close our eyes and pick.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like we kind
Close our
of.
eyes. We
Real
were-
I mean, but I don't know.
I'm not trying to hate on the dude.
Yeah, I don't know if because it's gonna be bad for you, man.
But I feel like there was probably other like better talent out there at that time that we could have probably went with.
No, I don't doubt that.
I just don't understand maybe why we passed them up, but hey.
I don't know what we finna plan for Friday. So I think we signed Vanderbilt back for 4. He signed.
Oh yeah, I like him.
Picked up his player option for 4.7, so he's back with us.
He picked up that DiVincenzo option.
He said he'd take it to stay out in LA. Cool.
Yeah. Listen, I would to play with LeBron.
I
But
swear.
DiVincenzo like, damn, Steph is in my spot. I can't just stay. I can't.
I can't be behind that. Yeah.
Listen, I get it. Yep, shit.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I do want to say RIP former NFL quarterback Ryan Mallett.
Yeah,
Man,
fuck Hagen.
H-
Fuck Hagen,
okay.
too.
He died at the same beach we was at last year. This same time too.
Yeah, he drowned. Yeah. Yeah, that's
How does that happen? That's
He played-
crazy.
He
Listen,
played for Michigan for a little bit in Arkansas.
There's been
them currents, them rip currents is real, man. Them is real.
Yeah.
I was making listen, my daughter couldn't go if you getting up to your chest, you're getting too deep. Cause I'm not about to be swimming out here to get you. I can't. We both dead.
Man.
They said 11 people died in 2 weeks off of the Gulf Coast from the rip currents.
What?
Crazy thing is, my mom sent me a video or a picture or something of the area in the rip currents, and I would have never known. You know me, I'm reckless, but I wasn't going in the ocean past my chest high is the highest I go.
To think you would die drowning, that's crazy. RP.
And you listen, you a professional athlete, so that explains to
He
you
was
how real
coaching. They
that
said he
shit
was
is.
a head coaching somewhere, some high school.
They
probably.
said, and this was the article I read, and I interpreted it this way, that they said it was multiple people that were trying to swim back to shore that couldn't make it, and they just couldn't
So
get
it
everybody.
was more than one person.
Yeah.
Wow.
And let's keep it a buck. If I was a lifeguard, I would go for the pro athlete last. I gotta get these regular motherfuckers first.
Man, you
pro
gotta try to
athlete.
save. You
Yeah.
gotta try to save yourself.
I gotta get these regular motherfuckers, and then I'm gonna get to you.
If I can only save myself, if y'all in trouble, then I'm gonna go out there to that.
But I mean, you a lifeguard, I guess. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know how that shit works.
but at the same
we got
token,
both.
but you can't pick who you save.
Yeah,
Like I
you
get what
can't-
CT saying all or nothing. Like either you save yourself or don't try to save one person and say fuck the next. Like,
Well, I mean, you can't save more than one person at a time as a lifeguard. So
Oh, right.
I gotta pick who I save.
I mean,
I have to before I even see the threat of somebody drowning. If it's multiples, I gotta pick out of you which two. I'm probably gonna go with the motherfucker that's not built like a pro athlete first.
well, but in my mind, I can't swim. Well, I know I can't swim. What I'm saying is, in my mind, I'm not saving no adults. I know that sounds fucked up. I'm saving a kid or two.
I've saved a
There's
few
too many
lives in
people
water
at that
before.
point.
But I'm saying, like, if I had to select, like, in that situation, based off what you're saying, if I see a kid or a child,
Right. Kid, child, woman, anything like
How
that.
many people?
But I'm saying,
how many
if you
people
see
willing to save?
240-pound quarterback in the water, I'm not saying that I'm not gonna, because you know water, you can still pull a dude that big, but I'm saying like I have to get the lesser before I get the greater.
Right, I agree.
And you're at the end of the line, bruh.
I mean, I see what you're saying. It's but damn.
They got their hand out. You just overlook.
You feel me? It's like
No, now let's keep it a buck, because I'm sure you dived in with that yellow thing or that orange thing behind you. I'ma grab if I can get you, but you still gotta keep your head above the water while I'm pulling this one back. That's a lot of work.
Motherfucker.
That's a lot of work.
I pushed you to shore. That's what I did.
R.I.P. though, because that is sad as fuck. Like I said,
Yeah,
Coach Higgins for the Steelers passed away unexpectedly. He was a linebacker for the Steelers back in them Super Bowl runs with like Joey Porter and
Who?
Clark Higgins. He was back with like the OGs. Joey
I know
Porter,
that name.
Joey Paul. He was a linebacker for the Steelers. He
Can't
won a
see
couple
the
games.
face.
He died like in his 50s randomly the other day. They just said he passed away. Like,
And they don't know
Football
what.
players die crazy for real, man.
But I mean, that's what's up though.
Hell no.
Not just dying, but I'm saying like that's what's up.
Say what?
To be able to make money for generations, not just your own. I
True.
trade my life at 45 for that, 50 for that. That's not an issue. And I got to have fun while I did it. Man, stop.
But I would hate to go out like that.
Yeah,
Like what? A heart or not drowning? I wouldn't want to drown, but like
I mean, to go out earlier than anticipated, period, would be disheartening, in my opinion. That's just me.
it's a
Though.
lot of unfortunate situations that happen out
Exactly.
there with people who
Exactly.
have less. So, listen, if you making
But
money
that's
and
something
your money,
that's something you can avoid. Oh, never mind. I don't know.
no, I
But
agree. But at the same time, think about it. You an athlete. You worked out for the whole more than half of your life. Don't you kind of want to let go when you retire, when you want to eat what you want to eat and not have to worry about weight and all that? That's not a bad trade-off in my opinion. Now, I know that's just my opinion, but
He's a coach though, so it ain't like he was just eating what he was. I don't know what he was doing in the water,
it's a lot of Wait, who we
He
talking
could've been
about?
off.
The Mallet dude.
Ryan Mallett. Ryan Mallett was born in '88.
Yeah, he wasn't that. Yeah, he wasn't. He was only
He was born
35.
35. That's
I
young.
just said he was coaching, so I don't know. He would definitely went out of shape, so I don't know what he was. I
I'm
don't
just
know what
saying,
he-
anybody
I don't know
that retire, even if you retire to be a coach, I'm sure you know, but swimming is different than heart failure.
Yeah,
You could be Michael Phelps and drown at sea, motherfucker.
a rip current. You ain't swimming against that water. It's a technique to escape
Listen,
towards
when
the outside.
we was on that beach. Like I
Yeah.
said, just last year, I think we was coming back tomorrow on the 29th would have been when we came back. When I say it was these white boys that was from that area that was fishing with just they goggles. Like they were going out like, nigga, when I say, as soon as I saw it, I said, they're dead. There's no way. They're so far out. And they were just diving down. I don't know if they had like a little spear or something. I don't know what but they were swimming to the bottom catching fish.
But you said they was from there, so they did that.
Man,
before.
they were so far out, it didn't make sense. I was wondering, like, no floaty. You don't got a floaty on your arms. You don't got a
No
life
protection.
vest. You don't have nothing. Like, I would be dead just being that far from the coast. Like, I'm not swimming back here.
Looking back at the coast, like, man, I'm far
Dead.
out.
I'm dead.
I would be too.
I don't
though.
go out
My
that
kids-
far either. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm
My
gonna
kids
chill
know.
over here. I'll watch y'all go swim.
You hear me? My kids know dip a toe in and get the fuck back out. You hear
Listen,
me?
but
What?
they must have known something, boy, because
I'm
it was
happy.
somebody.
But
It
your
was
kids
somebody
gonna be
on our
different, though,
trip.
Doc. Somebody gonna have them over to where they start swimming. You gonna be like,
hear me?
man.
It was somebody
I
on our
can't
trip
do
that
it.
had to get rescued.
Yeah, right. I'm not fucking instruct. I watched a lot of National Geographic.
They was on a floaty though, like a like one of them ones you can stand up on and paddle,
Right.
but it just kept taking them further and
Yeah,
further
fuck
out.
that.
And
That
they
was
had to
I would
go out there.
I would freak. The
They had to
fuck
go out there with a
out.
boat and go get them.
I would freak the.
We
fuck
watched
out.
that,
I just would be thinking shark, shark, shark. I can't swim. Shark, shark, shark.
and you on a floaty. Like
Yeah,
if this
no,
motherfucker
no.
bite this bitch,
Yeah, right. Bite this.
I have
leg.
nothing to hold on to. I'm
Nothing,
in this
nothing.
bitch.
Like that,
I'm
that's
dead.
when you're, that's a position. Speaking of being vulnerable, where you're like absolutely vulnerable.
There's nothing.
You know what I mean? Like
You just gotta let go and let God.
right. That's what you say. That's what you say. A quick shout of prayer. Oh,
Listen, fuck. See what
Like you in a
happens.
plane or something going down, huh? It's only
real talk.
one way.
Some situations you like, shit. This is hey.
But shit, my hit the showers is going to Josh McDaniels.
I knew you was gonna give it to him.
Man, leave my dude alone.
I gotta give it to Josh McDaniels because he still got faith that Jimmy Garoppolo's gonna be
Jimmy
ready.
G,
by
they got some
training
weapons.
camp.
They
No, we
loaded
got
over
weapons, but I just don't know if you can trust it. And then you trusted in an injured Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even know if he's gonna be ready when he.
He'll be ready.
Yeah, he already
Damn,
failed
Vontae.
his
Who
initial
else y'all
physical. To Jacoby Myers from y'all.
Oh my God, I forgot we let him go.
Right.
I just don't trust.
Y'all ain't winning
No.
nothing. You got
We could have paid him that.
But what, who you got, kid? And we out this bitch.
Shit, I don't even know.
At this
But
point,
hit the shower.
Mm.
Shit. My hit the shower was going to San Antonio.
Spurs?
Yeah.
believing in the big dude.
Nah, because they reporting his height like we give a fuck. Talking about he's 7'3.5" official. Like,
7'3"
nobody give a fuck. The nigga tall as shit. All right.
I swear,
So but that's like without shoes, 7'3.5".
dude, like he bigger than that. What is Gobert? He way
I'm
bigger
guessing.
than Rudy.
Yeah, he is
Yeah,
taller than Rudy.
He taller than Rudy.
Way
Because I remember
taller
they did
than
the one-on-ones.
Yeah, that's without shoes.
Who, Cat's taller than Rudy?
No,
That's without
Wembenyama.
beyond.
But I think
Oh,
Rudy.
fuck yeah.
I think Rudy's only 7'1" though, officially.
Tall as fuck.
He grew a half
If
inch
he's
taller.
7'3", he would be
Who,
kind of
Rudy?
close to Rudy.
No, Wembenyama.
Did y'all see that the greats took Wemby out to dinner? Y'all see that?
Yeah, I
Who's
saw
the
that.
great?
That's
The Spurs.
Manu. Who was it? Q was like
You see what they
It was,
had on?
David Robinson,
This nigga in
Duncan,
This nigga in the Balluminati.
man.
No, that's homage though. That's respect. Y'all
Nah,
niggas
that
want
ain't-
to
Got to.
love.
Pop that.
You hear me? Hey, Cliff, that's the official torch
He
pass.
in the Balluminati. If I find out he got a San Antonio Spurs colored robe, I'ma know some shit.
Every great San Antonio team has been built around a great big.
And they foreign. All of them. Well,
Oh,
Yeah.
David Robinson.
Yeah, they are.
Good Tim.
They are.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they had like some of the greats. Take him out to dinner in San Antonio.
I mean, you just had David Robinson who took a different route, but that was it.
Right.
Oh.
The
Well-
average.
What you about to say?
Hit the shout.
Hit the motherfucking shower.
That's what I'm about to literally do, and I'm on 2K because I got a little time before bedtime.
I'm out this hoe. Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell the enemy, tell that nigga to troll.
It's always fuck the Cavs and fuck Raiders and just never go home out.
We'll catch y'all next time.
Hey.